Okay then. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. Hello, and good morning. It is the 22nd of July 2023, and we're returning this morning with some PTCGL. Now, we're still setting up for a couple of minutes on our end, so while we do indeed finish getting ready, please get yourself a drink, get yourself a snack, get yourself comfortable. We're back after the break with PTCGL. See you after the break. And in the meantime, I'm going to leave you with some Nimbasa City from Pokemon Black and White. Hello, and good morning to you all, my lads, lasses, non-binary compasses. I hope you're doing very well this morning. It is I, Captain Seal 379, on the microphone once again, and once again we're back with some PTCGL. Oh, that's a bit loud on my end. Ah, there we go. Sorry, I listen to personalised music while doing PTCGL streams, you see, so yeah, I pressed play and it just like it did. I wouldn't say it exploded my eardrums, but it was a bit louder than I expected. But anyway, how are you all? I hope you're doing very, very well. Right then, before we continue on further, let's give it that starting soon, for we've now begun. A big thank you to Thousand Likes Play for the amazing steel Tinkaton artwork covering up the screen while we were logging in. And let's drop a link to our Discord server. So if you want to keep up to date with goings on behind the scenes, new emotes, animations, interact with an amazing community, and see when we go live and what with, you know exactly where to find us. There we go. Right then, so the big question becomes, what are we starting with today? No, not character customization. Okay, so we're going to start off with doing our daily missions. It's just to play a singular stadium card and complete 2 matches without conceding. And the deck we're going to be using to do this with is going to be the Regi deck. The legendary Titans! Oh yes. 100% we're going to be using the legendary Titans, because we've got 4 stadiums in here. We've got Artisan, we've got Path to the Peak. And, you know, I don't like conceding with the Regis anyway, so here we go. Let's go ahead and play some Regis to begin with. And the music we're going to use to start off today, I keep forgetting to put the goddamn Regi theme back into here. So what we're going to do is we're going to listen to the subway trainer theme from Pokemon Black and White. Here we go. Of course, it's Tails. But you know, the Regis is one of those rare decks that doesn't mind going first or second. Because with a good enough start, we could attack turn 1 if we're going second. Oh, they're choosing us to go first. That's unusual. That kind of says to me that they could be playing something like United Wings, or they could be playing something like Lost Box. Lost Box also would not be too spectacular here. That's better. Okay. Well, it's fire. Bidoof tells... Excuse me. Excuse me again. Okay, Bidoof tells us nothing, but we do have 2 Nest Ball, which is very, very nice. So now we can scout the deck. So we've only got 1 Regieleki, and we've got multiples of everything else, including Regidrago, Regirock, Registeel. Okay, so we're going to grab the Regieleki first and foremost. Hang on a minute, what was the count? Oh, 1 Regigigas is prized. But then again, that's why we play so many. That is genuinely why we play so many. Okay, so we're just going to go for the Regidrago here. We're going to put the Choice Belt down on the Regieleki. And then we're going to put the Electric Energy down on the Regice. Now, you may be thinking, why put Electric Energy down on Regice? Regigate. You've heard of the Watergate. Now it's time for the Regigate. Just without the horrible, horrible implications. Okay, so what do we got? We got Magma Basin, just an attachment to the active Bidoof. Defiance Band doesn't do them any favors. Okay, so they're just passing it back over. Fire Energy, I mean, we are going to attach. No, we're not. Okay, yes, we are. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to Energy Search out. Let's see. Let's go for... We need to start getting Grass Energies. We do need to start getting Grass Energies. So what we can do is attach to the active Regice. Play the Nest Ball for the next Regi coming out into play, which is going to be Registeel. Registeel for Captain Steel. We're going to play Path to the Peak Down. And we're going to Regigate for another Regi. This time will be Regirock. Regirock the block. Oh, yes. Okay, now you're wondering why on earth I've been loading up Regice, of all things, with energy. Retreat cost. Simple as that, retreat cost. The only problem I've got is the other Regice is in the discard pile, so we kind of do need to find. We kind of actually do need to find more draw support here. Boss's orders out. They could go Registeel. Registeel here actually would not be a terrible idea. Don't give me Regidrago. Don't give me Regidrago, please. Okay. I said not to do that. Simply because. Simply because. We now have a draw support. Kind of. Okay, another energy. That's not great. Put the grass down on the active Regidrago. I don't want to be playing the Super Rod just yet. So we're just going to Dragon's Horde here for 1. We've got 1 energy in the discard. Damn. Okay. Next turn, we can attack a Regidrago. Next turn, we can attack a Regidrago. That was a great top deck. That was a great top deck. Okay, here we go. Arven. A tool card and an item card. The XP Share Nest Ball. Good pair of cards. Good pair of cards. Of course, the XP Share down to the Charmander. Nest Ball gets Cantonian Growlithe. I want to see a Alolan Pokemon come back, goddammit. I miss Alolan Muck. I miss Alolan Raticate. Oh, well, I say Raticate. Alolan Raticate's seeing a bit of play in a niche Clodsire deck. Oh, goddammit. Okay, play our second energy search. If I played this deck IRL, do you know what kind of energy searches these would be? These would be the ones from the fossil era. And no, I'm not fucking joking. Okay, we can Ancient Wisdom up to the active. Yes, we can. And then we'll attach another fire energy? No. Go for the fighting energy. That way then we're getting a variety of energies in the discard. Switch card. Okay, well we can just Giant Fangs here for 160. Take out the Bibao, which takes out their draw engine. I personally would have retreated the Bibao out into a Growler as a sacrifice. But they are starting to build up Charmander, which is a bit of a problem in and of itself. But there's another Professor's Research. Nice, nice, nice. Now, next turn, I'm going to be looking at taking out the Charmander, because I don't want that thing to turn into Charizard, if I can help it. Now we have no way of like one-shotting the Arcanine, so we're just gonna have to go for the two-shot here. Okay, Path to the Peak is in play, that's fine. I'm going to attach the energy to the Regice. We can't attack with Regice anyway, but now we can retreat the damn thing. The boss's orders out the Charmander. Again, I don't want to be giving them the opportunity to get that out. And just Giant Fangs, take the knockout there. Okay. Gives us another prize card. We're going to go for prize number 2. Gives us Ultra Ball. Okay. Okay, so they're going to get down the barrel. They're also going to get down Radiant Charizard. Okay, then. So we now need to find... Okay, we now need to find... another electric energy or luminous energy is what we need to do. For the very simple fact, okay, for the very simple reason. Oh, good, Professor's Research. Damn. Okay, we can actually make this work to our advantage. Because in the next turn, what I was going to do was switch cart into the Regice to allow us to retreat anyway. Okay. Well, that just means that we... Okay. I'm a bit confused by that one, I won't lie. Well, they're going to be able to Raging Claw here for 30. There it is. We switch cart into the Regice, heal up the Regice, play the Super Rod. Gift Energy doesn't exactly help us. Okay, so we're going to play the Super Rod. Oh yeah, that's right. That was all they had. Nice. I say, play the Switch card to go out in the Regice. Play the Professor's Research down. But that's a little disappointing. Only a little. Not a lot, but a little. But with this combination of cards, energies, I don't have the attack. But what I could do... is simply put the gift energy up on the Regidrago. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, okay, that doesn't exactly do us any favors. Oops. Because I don't want to be playing any of the other cards in my hand. Okay, then, well, just Giant Fangs, then. Okay, at least that now means we can take out whatever we want with the next Regi. There's another magma basin. What we're also able to do here is Zinnia's Resolve. We're also able to Zinnia's Resolve here. For a full 6, which is very, very nice. Question is, what do we sacrifice? Professor's Research and Regirock. That's what we're going to sacrifice. We're going to sacrifice the Regirock, and we're going to sacrifice the Professor's Research, because, you know, we don't want to be discarding any cards now. Also, chat, I am very, very happy. Listen to this. You hear that, chat? That is the rustling of cellophane around 2 brand new games. That being Pikmin 3 Deluxe and Pikmin 4, both of which we get to unwrap and use for the stream, which I'm looking forward to. Okay, Fighting Energy. Oh, okay, that gives us a great second discard then. Okay. So we're going to Zinnia's Resolve away, Professor's Research, and the Fighting Energy. Okay, this gives us everything we need. So we're going to play the Super Rod. We're going to put back the Regidrago only. Okay, we now Ultra Ball away the Lightning and the Steel energies. And I believe it's only Regidrago that I need. And the thing is, we got... Just in case. Just in case, we need to grab this one. Okay, we can now DTE to the active Regi... Well, sorry, to the benched Regigigas. We can now play Ancient Wisdom. Electric, and Gift to the active Regieleki. I shouldn't have done that. I should not have done that. Oh, well, never mind. We now Terra Spark. Weaken down the Charizard, and we got no choice. We got to attack the... Oh, because it's terrestrialized, we can't attack it. Oh, I should have gone after the Bibarel. What a boob. Okay, Luminous Energy Regieleki are the absolute perfect prizes. Holy shit. Luminous Energy now gives us a whole bunch of flexibility. Now, the unfortunate thing is we did not get another Path to the Peak, so I'm fairly certain Radiant Charizard can now attack. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, we're down to 2. Yeah, they can attack. They can absolutely obliterate this poor Regieleki. They can do that. They can do that. But it really doesn't matter. Because we've now weakened down Radiant Charizard enough that even with a DTE attached, Regigigas is going to be able to take out Radiant Charizard. Okay. Setting the Mole Trace, good idea. Yeah, there's the Combustion Blast. Gift Energy does not activate. Promote the Gigas. We're going to let the big man shine. Put down Regieleki. We're going to Ancient Wisdom. Power of Registeel. Power of Regirock. Power of Regieleki. And then we're going to put the Luminous Energy. You know what? We'll put the Luminous Energy down on the Registeel. Only one Pokemon, so we don't need to do that just yet. Okay. Gigaton Break 130. Kaboom. And we've still got the nest ball in hand. And another switch card. So even if they take out one Regi here, we're going to be able to replace it no problem. The only way that they stop us now is an Iono, which would suck doubly. We've only got one prize card left. And I know exactly how I'm going to finish this off. I know exactly how I'm going to finish this off. We're going to attack Moltres with Registeel. That's exactly what we're going to do. Oh, I think I've got a cold coming. Go ahead and Magma Basin, doesn't make a difference. Gotta love that morning coffee. Okay then. Oh, well, there's a Charizard. A few turns too late, I'm afraid. We win. We win, we win, we win, we win, we win. Just come up into the Registeel with an Ancient Wisdom. Put the Steel energy back. Remember, we can't put the special energies on, so it's just got to be Steel, Fire, and Electric. You don't have to do 3, it's just funny to do 3. And then we just Heavy Slam for 170 and take the final prize. Kaboom! And what was the last prize card? The last prize card was, of course, the last Regigigas. What was I... But okay then, there we go. Now we just need to play one more game without conceding. Because we put the Path to the Peak into play, which fulfilled the Play 1 Stadium criteria. We now just need to play one more match without conceding, and then we are... Then we're good to... then we're good to claim everything. Everything we collected so far in terms of the Battle Pass is what I mean. Okay, let's go Tails this time. It's going to be heads, isn't it? I hate myself. I absolutely hate that. Ah! I know it's a 50-50 coin flip, and you know, but for some reason I just seem to always get the short end of that stick. But okay, opponent's going to go first. That makes a lot of sense. Artisan's good to see. Okay, so Artisan Regigate is nice to see. There's just one teeny weeny itsy bitsy little yellow polka dot bikini problem here. If they do not bring out a Pokemon in which we can hide, in which we can force them to, you know, forcibly retreat and stuff, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. This is Miraidon. We need a draw support, preferably a Professor's Research. We need a Professor's Research pretty fucking soonish. And by soonish I mean as in the next two top decks. Holy hell, they blinged the piss out of this, haven't they? Golden Energy, Golden Miraidon, the illustration rare Raikou from Crown Zenith. Damn. My guy either is incredibly lucky or saved up a shit ton of credits. Another Miraidon, another Raikou. This is the second Raikou will probably get them a Mareep and a Regieleki V, my guess. No, hang on, wait. A Thunderous from Chilling Rain? Huh, that's one you don't usually see. However, with Regieleki V Max in play, you do get 60 for 1, which is actually not too terrible. Please tell me they whiff everything else. I would like them to have whiffed everything else. Of course, they have the Fleetfoot. please Professor's Research off the top. Basic energy to the active, because of course. Bravery Charm, because of course. But if we get Regi rocked down and are able to attack with it, we don't mind. Okay, but Regi Eleki is fine. We can do that. Do that. Well, Artisan. One Ice. One Draw Drago. One more Gigas. One more Rock. Fuck. That is a whole lot of bad stuff. But okay, we need to be able to trap something. Fuck it. Try and trap them a Rhydon? Okay, and then we'll Regigate for the draw support Regi Drago there. Okay. Now, without a... As I say, we need like an Ultra Ball or something in order to, you know... Okay, Arven gets them switch and Forest Seal Stone because the deck is... Oh no, Electric Generator, sorry. Because they are so talented. They hit the 2, haven't they? I hate this fucking person. Forest Sealstone gets them what they want. That'll be a switch. They bring out the Raikou and they get rid... Oh, fuck. Okay, so our top deck, or the next couple of cards, has to be Professor's Research. Otherwise, we just lose. Okay? And that is the long and short of it. Choice Belt. Well, we can put down the Choice Belt. We can put down the Choice Belt onto the Gigas, which is nice. We can attach the DTE. We get 3 cards. Put down Path to the Peak. Oh shit, I did that in the wrong order. I've got to let them win. I've got to let them win. I have to let them win. There'll be something to get rid of the stadium, probably. Don't you just love it when I'm right? Okay, I won't lie. That might have just been their biggest mistake. Okay, we do need to grab a hold of the second Registeel, though. We've only got 1 Regi Gigas left in deck. Oof. Okay, but here's the thing. We get the Steel. We now get to Dragon's Sword for a full 4 cards. Seriously? Seriously? Yeah, apparently so. No draw support whatsoever. Okay, so next turn we do need to play the Super Rod. Next turn we need to play Super Rod. I genuinely cannot believe we haven't got a single draw support yet. Boss's orders out the Gigas, yep. But okay, that's fine. We do not mind that. We don't mind that. Because what we can do here is we just go into the Drago again. Okay, nest ball. We'll attach the Regirock, Super Rod back, Eliki, and Gigas and Steel. Play the nest ball for the Gigas. Now, come on, please. Give me something I can use. That works. So we'll Zinnia's Resolve here, away the Drago and the Electric Energy. No, it won't. Actually, let me just check something. Can we attack with this? Technically, we could do 140. Okay. So if that's the case, we can do this. Now we're fucking talking. Now we're fucking talking. Because what we'll do is we'll do that. We'll then thin out the deck one more time with you. We'll Ancient Wisdom. Fire. Electric. Lightning. And then we'll just do Giant Fangs for 190. Leaves it with 60, right? Yeah. Bit of a shame, otherwise I'd have gone into the Regi Eliki to take out something, but oh well. Okay, so they're now going to be able to retreat out into the, So maybe what I do here is start setting up other stuff with Regi Eliki. That's actually not a terrible idea. But the thing is, I would need to, yeah. I'd need to play in combination Luminous Energy. No Gift Energy this time, unfortunately. Electric Generator, Bravery Charm. Bravery Charm goes on the Raikou. Electric Generator, of course, hits. Only one to the Miraidon, though. That's fine. I won't lie, it is about fucking time we actually started getting some decent draws, but it's way too late now. Unfortunately, it is just way too late. Okay, so I take out the Raikou. I could do it with the Regi Eliki, and then I save the Regirock for later on in the game. Kinda don't have a choice with this one. Yeah, put down the Regidrago. Play the Luminous Energy to the active Regi Eliki. As I said, if this thing didn't have that stupid Bravery Charm on, I would be bosses ordering out something to slap it up a bit. But unfortunately, I've got to take out the active. But it's too late. It's genuinely too late. I fucking hate my luck sometimes, chat. I really do. Because if we could take 3 prizes here or something, I'd be more than happy with it. But unfortunately, at least I didn't concede. Okay. It would have been easy for me to do so, but at least I didn't. Only because, okay, and I do genuinely mean this, only because I need to not do so for the crystals and the EXP for the battle pass. If let me be very fucking clear. If I didn't need to do that to get the crystals and whatever, I would have I'd have quit after the first turn. You can't beat that sort of setup. Okay? Unless you get a unless you have a equal setup. I did not. And the unfortunate thing is, I genuinely just don't believe there's a way of me even remotely bringing this back. Beach Court gives everything free retreat. Okay, Bravery Charm put Raikou just outside of the range of everything I wanted to do. And there's no way of adding prize cards to my opponent's side of the field. Because Circuitry GX we do not have. Talking of which, I really hope they bring back the... What? What?! Why did my opponent concede? I had no way of winning. It was checkmate. It was genuine checkmate. It was genuinely checkmate. I could not have won. Why did they... Maybe the client fucked up. Okay, I'm a big enough man to say I was checkmated. They had a second Raikou set up. They had EXP share on the Miraidon. There was no way I could have won. No way on earth. I'm a big enough man to admit that, but at the same time, why did they suddenly surrender? But anyway, let's collect up our EXP and our other bonuses. So for 50 coins and 300 EXP, play one stadium card, which we did, and then complete 2 matches without conceding, which we've just done. 500 EXP and, what was it, 60 crystals? Crystals, of course. Shut up, Cortex. Oh. But the Bandicoot. Shut up. Okay then, so that's that. That is that. So with our first 2 matches done, we're probably not going to be playing. Regi again today. I will admit though, chat, something that did pique my interest, something that I did want to try, was a revitalization of the Poly decks, a Poliwag, Poliwhirl, Politoed. But there are brand new Poliwag, Poliwhirl, and Poliwrath cards coming out in Pokemon 151, which I'm looking forward to getting a hold of. Which I am looking forward to getting a hold of, but yeah. The thing is, as much as I want them to be good, okay, as much as I want them to be good, unfortunately the Polys just don't cut the mustard. They don't cut the mustard, which is, it breaks my heart. It actually legit breaks my heart. But we can go over the deck in a bit. Because right now, what we're going to do is we're going to open up a bunch of stuff from our Battle Pass. Now, yes, I spent the 600 or so crystals to make the Premium Pass, but as long as you can give it like an hour a day and have, have decks built, I won't say specifically, but you have like a good deck built with, plenty of criteria in mind, you'll be able to 100% beat this Battle Pass way before the timer expires. Oh my god, thank you so much. The Welsh Canadian following the channel. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Right then, before we start opening up everything, let's stick on some Accumulatown. So we've got some very, very nice background noise. We have tiers 37 through 44 to open up. So, let's go ahead and let's start cracking them open, shall we? So on tier 37 on the standard side, we've got one booster pack of Paldea Evolved. But we're going to do the premium side first, which is only 50 coins. That's your cosmetic currency. So nothing too special there on 37. And then on the standard side, as I said, one Paldea Evolved booster pack. So, fingers crossed, some big pull energy here. And yes, I know I've left Gigas up on the screen. Hang on a tick. No, I did turn it off. Thank heavens for that. I thought I accidentally mashed up music. But yeah, we're going to leave Gigas up on the screen. We're going to leave Gigas up on the screen for some good luck. We're going to do it for some good luck. So here we go. Scarlet and Violet Paldea Evolved. So we've got a Wingull, a Glimmet, the 40 HP Glimmet I should specify, the one with Ascension, the one that you're probably going to see a lot of in Glamora EXs. We've got Paldean Tauros. We've got a Reverse Holo Saguaro. We've got a Reverse Holo Dunsparce. We have tried making this work. We've tried making this work. It's just incredibly stressful. And the rare of the pack is going to be a... I'm trying to think of the name. Is it Belay style Oricorio? The fire one? But once during your turn, you may heal 20 damage from your active evolution Pokemon. There are better healing abilities out there, such as Radiant Serena. So, yeah. Maybe not the best healing card at the moment, but don't forget, every single rotation we lose and gain tools. So maybe Belay style Oricorio is going to see a bit of play in the future, depending on what the format tends to shift towards. Okay then, tier 38 now. Tier 38. On the standard side, we've just got 25 tokens. Credits. 25 credits, sorry. This is your card creating currency. So nothing too special there. As I've said before, not all tiers are created equal. And then on the premier side of tier 38, we've got a pack of Silver Tempest. What would I like to pull? Alternate Art Lugia. Do I think I will get that out of this one pack? Heavens no! But we can see what we get. We get a Chimecho, a Curlier, a Slurpuff, a Reverse Holo Venomoth, and the rare of the pack is going to be... Holy shit! Okay, I did not expect that. A Pride Marwile V-Star. Hells yeah. Double colorless energy. Sudden Eater. If this Pokemon moves from the bench to the active spot this turn, this attack will do 90 more damage. 2 for 180 is not terrible. And then you got Star Rondo. During your turn, if this Pokemon is on your bench, shift it with your active, and if you do, switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with their active. Oh! So basically, Star Rondo is Escape Rope and Boss's Order. Sorry. Switch and Boss's Orders in one. Ooh! Ooh! I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Okay, genuinely don't get me wrong. Obviously, Forest Sealstone 9 out of 10 times would be the V-Star power you'd want to use. But honestly, Star Rondo with Sudden Eater can seal the deal for you. So what does this Slurpuff do? Draining Kiss, Magical Shot. Yeah, it's very vanilla. Which, you know, ironically enough, is great for a Slurpuff being vanilla. But, so yeah, I mean, that Mobile V-Star has got some legs. Let's have a look. See, so tier 39, premier side 50 coins. Again, cosmetic currency, nothing too special. And then tier 39, standard side, we've got a pack of Paldea Evolved. So come on, fingers crossed for another good pull here. I can't believe we got the Rainbow Pride fucking Marwile. That was cool. Okay, so we've got Paldean Wooper. We got a Magnemite. We got the 80 HP Tinkaton. Remember, if you're playing Tinkaton, you want the 90 HP one. We've got a Reverse Holo Frigibax, the 70 HP one. You got a Reverse Holo Dendra. And then the rare of the pack is going to be a Baxcalibur. Nice. Okay, now this is the big one. This is a big tier. So, tier 40. We're going to do the standard side first this time. On the standard side of tier 40, we've got 3 packs of Paldea Evolved, as well as 50 credits. So, here we go. So we got our 50 credits. And here we go for Paldea. We have Paldean Wooper, a Watchwell, the wrong Watchwell. We have Raichu, Reverse Holo Fletchling, Reverse Holo Bramblegast, and I've said this before, and I do need to dedicate a video to this one. I need to dedicate a deck to this. Deadwood Detention, great sounding attack name, but also 80 damage, and during your next turn, the attack of the defending Pokemon's attacking is 2 more. Combine it with something like Calamitous Wasteland, and it can get pretty damn annoying. And then we got Slacking. Slacking Therapeutic Energy is great. But okay, here we go. Another pack of Paldea. We've got Larvitar, Pelipper. We've actually got I don't think we have a playset, but we've got like a couple of the promotional Pelipper. So we really don't need this one. We got another Iono. We've got a Reverse Holo Gothita. Gothitelle is also another damn deck we need to dedicate a video to. A Reverse Holo Sotoro, loving it. And Volton Veluza. Very similar to the Hisuian Arcanine, where you can use attacks for cheaper. Well, for Veluza, it's attacks for cheaper with no cards in hand. And then for Hisuian Arcanine, you're doing more damage. That is genuinely a archetype we do need to look into again. And then our last pack of Paldea for this one. We got a 40 HP Bramblin. We got a Phalanx. We got a Faulkner. Hate this card. We got a Honchkrow. Reverse Holo Honchkrow. Ooh! We got the illustration rare Frey Coco. Very nice. And we got ourselves a Pawma. I must admit, chat, we pulled the Golden Skeledirge X the other stream. I am extremely tempted to build a Skeledirge X deck, because that thing can actually pile on the damage quite nicely. But okay then. And then on the Premier side, and this is the big one, we have 50 credits, a pack of Lost Origin, and a Paldea Evolved chest, which contains a few very nice guaranteed cards. So here we go, we've got 50 credits. We're going to start off with the Lost Origin pack here. So we've got a Seedot, a Mienshao, a Medicham, Reverse Holo Jinx, and the rare of the pack is going to be a QMV. Can't complain. Excuse me, sorry. Sorry about that. Yeah, QMV. Nice. But here we go. The Scarlet Violet, Paldea Evolved, Collector Crate. So let's see what we've got in this, shall we? A Reverse Holo Sneasel. Johtorian Sneasel. Sorry. A Reverse Holo Johtorian Sneasel. Reverse Holo Pawmi. Reverse Holo Raichu. Reverse Holo Toxicroak. Reverse Holo Abomasnow. A Holographic Boss's Orders. Gets this. Very, very cool. Ooh! The Full Art Chiyu EX. Nice. The Full Art Johtorian Slowking EX. Very nice. And the final card in the pack is the Illustration Rare Boss's Orders Gets this. You know what? I am extremely happy with those few cards. Don't get me wrong, I've got no interest in playing Chiyu. Actually, do I? We could play in a mill deck. We could actually build, we could actually build a mill deck revolving around Chiyu EX. The only problem we've got is that Shen Pao backs Caliber is kind of common in the mid level. And also Bravery Charm wouldn't exactly give Chiyu the biggest boost that it needed. It only gives us 50 HP, and but yeah, no, we could genuinely build a mill deck revolving around Chiyu. It's not my preferred style of play, but you know, it's still something we can do. And hello, Scavenger. Hello, and good morning. It's good to see you. Okay, tier 41, just 50 coins. Again, is your cosmetic. It is just your cosmetic currency. And as I said, not every single tier is built the exact same. On the standard side of 41, we got a pack of Paldea evolved. So let's crack that open and see if we get anything nice. We've got a Maschiff, a Flamigo, a Vesperquen. We got a Jumpluff. We got a Reverse Hollow Bramblegast. Sorry, Reverse Hollow Jumpluff, Reverse Hollow Bramblegast, and the other pack is going to be another Baxcalibur. Can't complain. Okay then, tier 42. On the standard side, 25 credits. Card crafting. The Welsh Canadian. Oh, hello, and good morning. It's the first time you're here in the stream. I hope you're being entertained so far. How's it going this morning? It's going quite well, actually. We did 2 matches with the Regis. We won 1. Technically, we won both. Okay, but I am a big enough man to admit we were checkmated in the Lightning game. We were checkmated. There was no way we could win. There was genuinely no way we could win. But my opponent conceded. I want to say that was because the client fucked up, not because my opponent actually lost the game. So I'm a big enough man to say, although the game technically says I won game 1 and game 2, I lost game 2. I want to say that. But it was still good. It was still good. Just a little bit unlucky in the very beginning of the draws. Okay, and then on the Premier side, tier 42 of the Battle Pass, we've got a Shen Pao coin. Cool looking coin. Okay then, we've got 2 more tiers to go. So on tier 43, on the Premier side, 50 crystals, of course. Shut up, Cortex! Yeah, it kind of used to be a big Bandicoot fan. Okay, and then on the standard side of tier 43, we've got a pack of Paldea Evolved. So, what do we got this time? We've got a Nimble, a Jet Energy, a Sprigatito Reverse Hollow, a Tadbulb Reverse Hollow, the correct Tadbulb if you do want to play Belly Bolt. 10 damage, flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active is now paralyzed. The thing is, although Tadbulb may only have 50 HP, that paralysis on a coin flip can be infuriating, as we all learned from Froakie a few years ago in the World Championships. And the other pack is going to be a Hy-Vee Hammer. Okay then, the final tier that we are collecting today is 44. So we've got 50 coins on the Premier side of 44. This is again your cosmetics currency. And then we've got 25 credits, and which is your card crafting currency, and 1 more pack of Paldea Evolved. So here we go. Come on, let's hope for something good. We've got a Slack Off. We've got an Ice Cube. We've got Bombardier. Reverse Hollow Sableye. Reverse Hollow Poor Me. And the rare of the pack is going to be Volton Veluza. And that's it. We're now caught all the way up to date. But we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 tiers to go. And tier 50, of course, is the pinnacle, where on the standard side we're going to be earning 200 credits, an illustration rare Shen Pao, which looks genuinely amazing. Because the thing is, digitizing the artwork like this does not do it justice. Looking at it in real life is just so amazing. We get another chest, and we get 5 packs of Paldea Evolved. And then on the Premier side, we get a deck box, we get an illustration rare Roshi NEX. I actually have this card. I pulled it from a booster pack, and it is far more beautiful in person. Scarlet and Violet base set, Crown Zenith, Silver Tempest, and a whole bunch of other crafting material. Oh, sorry, my brain was loading there for a second. Right then. Let's do a couple more matches. Let's actually do a couple more matches, this time with one of my absolute favorite decks. This time in one of my absolute favorite decks. Yes, the Regi is one of my favorite decks, but this is the real one. Oh, wait, no, it's not. This is the real one. This is the real one. Sorry. Almost got my decks confused there. Tinkaton EX. Love this deck. Love this Pokemon. I mean, for anybody who's been watching the VGC streams, there is not a team that goes by that I don't include Tinkaton in some way, shape, or form. Whether that's my full-on offensive Assault Vest variant, or whether that is my my support-focused. Whether that's my support-focused Tinkaton. I've been using a Tinkaton ever since day one, and I will not change that. I will not be changing that. So, you all know the deck. You all know it. You all love it. Rotom V helps us very early game. We can also combine that with the Forest Seal Stone we've got in here, along with Collapse Stadium to get rid of it later in the match. We've got 4 copies of DTE, 2 copies of Reversal, 2 very basic Psychic Energy, 3 copies of Professor's Research, a Miriam, a Friends in History, for the only reason I'm playing this particular version. Look at Adamant's face. Oh, it's so beautiful. What else? We got 1 copy of Silene to get back special energy, because honestly, she is the only way you're getting back special energy in this current format. 2 copies of Boss's Orders, 2 copies of Avery, 1 copy of Arven, which allows us to search for rare candy, or some other sort of search card, plus the Forest Seal Stone. We got 3 copies of Level Ball for early game setup, as well as finding Tinkertuff. We've got 1 copy of History and Heavy Ball, because we do not want to be prizing any significant number of Tinkatinks. We've got 4 copies of Great Ball. I just wanted to play something different. Okay, in terms of a search card, I wanted something different, and I don't want to be discarding cards with Ultra Ball. We've got 1 copy of Fog Crystal, while that's still in format for the next year. This will be replaced with either a 4th Level Ball or an Energy... Oh, no, it can't be an... Oh, that's right, it won't be Level Ball. Ooh. Same as Battle VIP Pass. Battle VIP Pass. Okay, so when the rotation hits and E-stamped cards go out of format, yeah, I'm gonna have to look into a variety of different options. But for now, this allows us to search out our Oricorio, allows us to search out basic Psychic Energy, or more importantly, our Tinkatinks. We've got 2 copies of this wonderful pre-release promo Tinkaton, which I'm so happy I have it here in PTCGL. I don't have it IRL. I wish I had it IRL, but I don't. We've got 3 copies of Tinkaton EX being our main attacker. We've got 2 copies of the 90 HP Tinkertuff, just in case we do need to go the slow route. I've got 2 of the 70 HP Tinkertink from the set, and then 2 copies of the 70 HP Tinkertink, which is the promotional card. We've got 1 copy of this Oricorio, which I know, most people would not have seen this card, but it's mainly for turns 1 and or 2 for mixed call. Search your deck for a Pokemon and a supporter, reveal them, put them into your hand. So you can either evolve up into Tinkertuff or Tinkaton, depending on what's in your hand. You could look for additional support. We've got Manaphy to sit on the bench for bench protection, and we've also got... at least until the rotation happens, we've got this Milotic with 2 card. Oh god, as soon as rotation happens, this deck's taking an absolute ass-kicking. Unless Golden Go EX / Golden Go Baby do the exact same thing, and I mean the exact same thing, we're losing hand safety. We are genuinely losing hand safety, and it's going to suck. When do you think rotation is going to happen, Cap? Not until next year. Not until next year. Just gonna have a... Pokemon E-card rotation. Let's have a see. So, with a very, very, very quick Google search, About April next year, I reckon. Around about April next year, I reckon, is when we're going to be losing our E-stamped cards, which is, as I say, it's going to hurt this deck quite a bit. We don't lose Radiant J-Arch yet, okay, so that's at least going to be nice. We don't lose Hisuian Heavy Ball. I want them to reprint this card, chat. Chat, Hisuian Heavy Ball has been one of the, single best item cards ever printed, in my opinion. As in, like, a very specific card. So I classify cards in one of two categories. You've got your generalized card, so that's a card that's going to see, a printing no matter what the fucking format is. So that's like your Switch, your Great Ball, your Switch, your Great Ball, Energy Retrieval, etc., etc. Rare Candy as well. But then you're going to get into very specific item cards, like Hisuian Heavy Ball, Fog Crystal, Battle VIP Pass. So yeah, if you want my advice and you want to bling stuff out, start off with the most generic, generalized item cards you can genuinely think of. Just look for cards that have been reprinted again and again and again and again and again. So Switch is an absolute. Switch is absolutely there. Rare candies as well. I genuinely went out of my way to get these delicious looking rainbow candies from Pogo because, goddamn, we support LGBT rights here on the, LGBTQ plus rights here on the channel, goddamn it. But anyway, enough talking, let's change our music over. What are we going to listen to? Perfect. We're going to listen to Pokemon Masters EX Seabold's theme. That's what we're going to listen to. We're going to listen to Seabold's theme from Pokemon Masters EX. And let's play some Tinkaton. Say what you will about Pokemon Masters EX, okay? Soundtrack kicks ass. It's kind of the same thing I say about Paper Mario Origami King. I fucking despise that game, by the way. I despise that game, but even I have to admit that I despise that game, but even I have to admit the soundtrack is actually pretty damn good. Okay, do we want to go first? Yes, we do. We do indeed want to go first with Tinkaton. How much do you want to bet we don't get a single Battle VIP pass here? Well, I wasn't wrong, but then again, we don't get a playable hand in the first time. Would I have been happy with this? Okay, so how many mulligans do we have to take? We have to take 2. Do we show off what we play? Yes, we do. Holy shit. This is the first time I'm hoping that one of our basics is in the prizes. Because, let me be very, 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 very clear with you, chat. This is not good. We need our top deck to be something like Battle VIP Pass, Nest Ball. Sorry, not Nest Ball. Battle VIP Pass, Level Ball, Great Ball. Just something. But then again, that's the unfortunate thing about these Stage 2 decks. If your start effectively blows the engine like the beginning of a Mario Kart race, you're done for. But we're just going to have to see. Okay, Mew tells us this could be Guardy, and if it's Miriam does not help us. Okay, only one Tinkaton is prized, but that's better than none. DTE, Silene, Professor's Research, Level Ball, Tinkaton. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that kind of blows chunks. That actually really does kind of blow chunks. Yeah, this is Guardy. It's Guardy. I bet Captain was a cute baby. Well, you'd lose that bet. Okay, there's a Forest Seal Stone. And a Nest Ball. I must admit, actually, I do like the old Sun and Moon Nest Ball. I think it's just the background. There's another Volt. Yeah, we needed at least 2 Tinkaton off of the first turn for us. But I don't play a spread attacker. Why are you doing that? Okay, double the vaults. And they're building up the Zacian. Iono's not terrible, actually. Iono could give us a fresh breath of life. And it does! Okay! It does mean losing Collapse Stadium, which means that we are going to be very tentative about playing our Rotom. I'm not gonna lie, chat. If we had boss's orders, I would actually kind of go after the Zacian here with Astral Misfortune. I would roll that dice. I would roll the dice and go for double coin flip. Because remember, you need 2 heads in order for Astral Radiance to work. Okay, Great Ball. Okay. So instead, we're gonna just try and go for it with the. We're gonna just try and go for it. Okay, play the Great Ball. What do we need? I know they play Iono, but we do need to continue setting up Tinkatinks on the bench here. Okay. I'll be honest, that's not spectacular, and we may just need to Professor's Research this entire hand away, as heartbreaking as that's gonna be. Okay, here we go. Astral Misfortune. Yes. No! We were so close. We were halfway there. We were living on a prayer. Okay, Rare Candy. Up comes Guardy. Now, thankfully, they've already blown their V-Star power. Okay, Shining Arcana and also... Okay, so they can use Shining Arcana, but they cannot use Psychic Embrace at the moment. Tail, they can't, they could get Lost Vacuum off of this. If they play Lost Vacuum, they can get rid of half the peak here. Which would suck. No, they just get a Fog Crystal. That gets them a basic energy. Okay, they've hit a basic energy off of this. And I've just realised what I've done. I just realised what I've done. Firstly, I forgot to shift over my... Yeah, firstly, I forgot to shift over my... There we go. And secondly, Path to the Peak shuts down Radiant J-March. Okay. I should not have done that. I'm an idiot. I don't have a choice. I just got a Professor's Research here. Even with DTE, we're not taking the knockout, are we? No. Okay, in that case, then we can just continue to set up. I wish I had a goddamn... Grab a hold of another Tinkaton, just in case. We have to hope that Path to the Peak stays. If Path to the Peak sticks, we're alright. If it doesn't, we're done. What about Baby Spector Cap? Was it cute? Kinda. It was just like a... It's just kind of like a very smaller... It's just like a way smaller version of the Spector. Okay, well there's a Shining Arcana. Boss's orders out. Feebas. Oh, okay. Why would you not go after a Tinkaton at that point? Either way, suits me. Okay, there's Rotom. We need to keep this hand. As much as I would love to play Power Pad or Fog Crystal or something, we have got to just keep the hand here. So there we go. We take prizes 1 and 5. And the best... Okay, and Professor Research. Okay, but here's the best thing. Here is the best thing. They don't have reversal energy. They don't have access to reversal energy whatsoever because we are equal in prizes. Reversal energy here would only provide a single colorless energy. Right, oh, fuck! That's gonna get rid of the goddamn path to the peak. They're gonna be able to build up their fucking... Ah, okay! And I believe that's both path to the peak now in the discard. No, okay. But it doesn't matter. They're gonna be able to build it up in... It's 60 plus 30, so they would need 3, 6, 9, 12. I think they've got enough anyway. So... And I believe both reversal energy have fucked off to the discard. And they have. We lose. We just end up losing here. I have to hope they whiff this. I have to hope they whiff this. And of course they fucking don't. Of course they fucking don't. I really do wish I could skip this. That was just some really terrible luck in the beginning. That's all it was. That's all it genuinely was. I don't understand why it does that. I didn't... Okay. Let's try this again. As I said, that was just incredibly unlucky is what that was. No Battle VIP pass. This is why I prefer Nest Ball, I'll be honest. But while it's in rotation, I might as well use Battle VIP pass, because it's always good discard fodder when we get, like, the Gather Material Tinkaton in play. Oh, you've got to be fucking joking. You dick teeth. Only the one, though. Okay, this is actually a... I want to say it's a pretty decent hand. There's just one teeny weeny problem. Look at all the energy! Oh, no. And it's fucking Origin Form Dialga. Chat, we've got a problem. There we go, we just end off our turn with instant charge. Well, that's a little unfortunate. Battle VIP pass gets them double Magna. No, gets them a ride on, but they are going to be able to get 2 Magnemite off the tandem unit. Don't you love it when I'm right? Now the thing is, we either... Here's the thing. We either try and attack and take out... Yeah, we either try and attack and take out the... Okay, depends what the Grey Ball gets us. I don't believe we've got enough gas in the tank for this. Because we need to blow through 3 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, we're not doing enough. We're not doing enough. So what I'm better off doing then is holding on to the hand and just going for the instant charge. Have I been to any tournaments recently? No tournaments, unfortunately. I help out at my local league. Every week, but yeah, no tournaments yet. I just don't have the patience, because I can't listen to music and I can't interact with chat while at a tournament. So, way too stressful for me. So, here we go. Is my opponent gonna... Do they even have everything they need? They don't have a second Dialga down. No, just middle coat. Okay. Chat, we've been given a miracle. Praise RN Jesus! Praise RN Jesus. Okay, first and foremost, yeah, we definitely need to grab another Tinkaton. Yeah, grab another Tinkaton. Don't waste your time. Okay, here we go. So, do that. I think we actually now have enough. I think we have enough gas in the tank. Okay, so still need to get rid of one more. But then again, I can play the Friends in Hisui. Ooh, I can always play Friends in Hisui. So, here we go. And they've given me Beach Core. Oh my god, what have they done? Okay. Retreat onto the Tinkaton EX. 280. Yeah, we're going to absolutely make sure this does the heckin' job here. Big Hammer. 340 damage. However, we're going to put the reversal energy down onto Tinkaton just in case. Now we can do 310 damage. Big Hammer. You gotta love a big hammer sometimes, chat. Okay, level ball switch. Level ball switch actually works. Quite nicely, actually. Now, I do need to find basic psychic energy here. But if they put down another Dialga, if they put down 2, we're kind of boned. But if they put down another Dialga, we are going to just bosses orders that thing out and stop it from evolving. Irida? Oh, to get Radiant Greninja. Right. Nest Ball gets them Dialga. Yep, there it is. 180 doesn't take them out unless they got a Defiance Band. If they have a Defiance Band, we could be in a whole world of trouble. Okay, they can only attach 2 unless they've got a second Magnezone. Animal Crossing! Hello, and good morning. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Life is plastic and fantastic. Yes, it is. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Okay, so first order of business, we're bossing out the Dialga. At the moment, we're doing 370. We're doing enough. So we can put down Tinkatink, doing 340. Put down Tinkatuff, doing 310. And we can just Big Hammer. I do understand that game, but we do not need that. So just 310, take out the Dialga. Hisuian Heavy Ball and Feebas. That's fine, because what we're going to do in the next turn, is put down the Feebas, provided that everything else survives. Oh, wow. What? Holy shit. That is a lot of trainer cards they just had to ditch with that Professor's Research. Jesus. Hey, I like Aqua. You think that's a ha-ha lol goof? No, I actually genuinely do like Aqua. Hey, there's another Magnezone. Does that mean they have the rare candy in hand? Yes, they do. But they can only attack with Magnezones. Okay, then. There's Arven. Arven does not solve our problem. what we're going to do here is we'll play down the collapsed stadium. We're going to get rid of our Rotom. That now gets rid of one of our 2 prize liabilities. How many bosses are in here? Just the one. Okay, well, we're going to evolve Tinkaton into Tinkaton into Tinkaton. Okay, we're going to play the Pal Pad and put back just the boss's orders. Okay, we can now gather material, and we can get rid of the Hisui... no, we're not. Get rid of the Oricario. Get rid of the Oricario. The irony is not lost on me. Okay, the irony, chat, here is not lost upon me. But fine. Put the DT... Yeah, put the DTE down on the other Tinkatink. And then we're just going to big hammer 130. Sorry, 130? 310. Sorry, right numbers, wrong order. So 310 that Greninja. Smash that frog. First time playing this. Okay, get rid of the Radiant Jirachi. Easy enough. Yeah, we just win now. Okay, path to peak. As I say, we're just going to absolutely make sure we can wreck the living piss out of this thing, because I hate this Pokemon so much. Then we're going to play Arven, 3 more cards. Okay, how much are we doing? 490 damage. Big hammer indeed. And if anybody has got the Blimbucks to spend, you know exactly which voice clip to play. And Milotic was the last prize card. Of course it bloody was. Of course it was. That is exactly the one. That's exactly the one. Hang on, we'll try that again. There we go. Sorry, I forgot to turn desktop audio back on. Holy shit, they didn't get to attack me once! And we did over 1,000 damage. Also, 420. Nice. Thank you very much for all the Blimbucks. Right. Okay, level 45 is unlocked. We're not doing any more. We're not doing any more. I will be working to get the last 6 tiers unlocked so that we can open them all up next week and complete the battle pass for Paldea Evolved. Right then. Okay, Seabold, I'm going to need you to stop the music, dude. Okay then, right. We're going to do 2 things. Firstly, I'm going to cash out some code cards. Okay, I'm going to cash out some code cards. A combination of cards I've collected, a combination of codes that have been very generously donated, including from, and I'm not sponsored, okay, I'm not sponsored, but I am going to give them a shout out. Even though I have to travel like 35-40 minutes to get there, my local league over at Retroball in Kidderminster helped donate some of these codes as well. So a big thank you to them if you're ever in the Kidderminster area. Retroball for all of your card, gaming, and collectible needs. Again, not sponsored, it's just where the local league I go to, even though it's, like, as I said, 30 minutes away. Yeah, that's where my local league is held, and honestly, good bunch of people. They will genuinely get you the, they'll genuinely get you the best deals they can physically get you, which is very, very nice. Right then, so I'm going to leave you with some Accumulatown, and I am going to cover up my screen. I do love you, chat, but I need to make sure that I'm the one cashing out these code cards, and yeah. Let's cash out some code cards, then we're going to build ourselves a brand new deck, and then we're going to take that online. So, but while I'm doing this, chat, I'm sure I've asked this question before, but I can always ask it again because I'm always interested How are you all doing today? I hope you're doing very well. I hope the beginning to your weekend went very nicely and that you're relaxing. That you are relaxing and that you are looking after yourselves. Okay, that looks a bit more... There we go. But yeah, I absolutely love the Tinkaton deck, and whenever I can, I will be playing it. I will absolutely 100% be playing it. I went out of my way to get it upon Paldea Evolve's release. The only thing I don't have in real life compared to... the only thing I don't have in real life compared to digitally is the promotional Tinkatons with the gather material. That's the only thing I don't have, and I'm pissed off about that. But hopefully I'll be able to get my guy to get me in a couple so I can buy them from him. I did try to buy the ones from pre-release and was offering a pretty decent price, but of course not. People were like, oh, but this might be good in the future. Well, fucking joke's on them. Okay, the fucking joke is genuinely upon them because it turns out that both Baxcalibur and...
Have a rotten day!
Because it turns out both the bloody Baxcalibur and Murkrow are actually more valuable than that thing now, so ha ha, hardy ha. You rolled the dice and you lost. You could have taken advantage of my emotional... Okay, you could have taken advantage of my emotional attachment to my favorite Generation 9 Pokemon, but you fucked up and missed out, so now I would only give you, just under what they're worth, so ha 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 ha. Hey, there we go. Let's have a look-see, so... Hi, Steel. So, hello, Seal. Might want to recheck that. May you add someone named SpreakyCat7? In what context? And Bex, hello, and good morning. Hello, chat. How are you today? And how are you today? Bex is a good question. How are you today? Okay, want to do some more Paldea. Damn it, there it is. Okay, got 2 more code cards, and then we can open up everything and see what we get. Okay, here we go. 10th and final code being input right now. You, and you. Right. Okay then, here we go. Collecting all, uncover the screen. I will admit, chat, I did kind of succumb to my own, wants and, well, I won't even say needs, my own wants, and I bought myself a Tinkaton EX deck because it has the half art promotional Tinkaton in there. So now I'm running a IRL deck with 2 full arts and one of the half arts. Although if I had a spare one, I would go for 1 illustration rare, which is the one that you saw earlier with Tinkaton holding her hammer up triumphantly, 1 of the full arts, and then 1 of the half art. So I've got like the entire spectrum. It's great. Okay, so I got the EX coin, which we can be using. Okay, so we've got a couple of Flittle. So, okay, this is all from the Tinkaton EX deck, okay? This is all from that pre-built Tinkaton EX deck. Chat, I'll be completely honest. This deck is not worth it, okay? You only get a singular Tinkaton EX, okay? And the rest of the deck is pretty piss poor. if you're gonna go after any sort of like battle deck, you're better off getting the Shen Pao one. You are better off getting off the Shen Pao one, or better yet, one of the battle decks like the Shadow Rider or Ice Rider one, or the Mew V Max. The Mew V Max one is by far and away the best one to get. Okay, we got some Espatha. We got this Squawkabilly. The Call for Family has just been Call for Family. Sometimes it like bounces between 1 and 3. 2 is usually your average. So Squawkabilly's got a bit of an average one, and then the Fly can also be incredibly infuriating. So it's not the worst card. It's just a card you're not going to see a whole lot of. We got a couple of Drifloon. Drifloon at the moment is being seen as a bit of a gimmicky sort of deck with, or at least a gimmicky sort of partner with Gardevoir EX. It's honestly fantastic. Because Balloon Blast combined with Bravery Charm to give it more HP. Yeah, it's funny as hell. Then you got Drift Blim, Recurse Spreading. Hello, what the hell? We've got the Enlisted General Grenada. Thank you so much for the follow. And again, this is another reason why the Tinkaton deck is not worth it. All they give you are 60 HP Tinkatinks and the 80 HP Tinkatuffs. You want the 70 HP Tinkatink, and you want the 90 HP Tinkatuff. But there she is, the half-art promotional Tinkaton EX. Exactly the same card. So you got Big Hammer for DCE, you got Pulverize and Press for Psychic DCE. Captain is a Colonel. Okay, Scavenger, that's actually kind of funny. I'll give you that one. That's actually kind of funny. But yeah, if I had a spare illustrative rare, my Tinkaton deck would be blinged out to the tits. Okay, we got an Energy Retrieval. What? Okay, firstly, it's been a long time since I heard that, and that's the melee DK victory theme, and it's so much better than the Ultimate one. It really is, because it feels so much more triumphant. Secondly, holy shit, Enlisted General with the raid for viewers. Thank you so much, and hello, and good morning, good afternoon, technically now, just on the cusp. Good afternoon to you all. I am Captain Steel 379. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much for the raid, Enlisted General. That means the world to me. Honestly, thank you so much. So Energy Retrieval, we got Jock, we got Nemona, we got Nest Ball, we got a Palpad. To be quite honest, these EX battle decks do come with quite a nice mixture of staple cards, even if some of them are slightly weaker. Like there's no Iono, there's no Professor's Research, there's nothing big. At least not in the Tinkaton one. Remember, looking at the back of the box or the side of the box gives you like a complete breakdown of what you get in your product. So, but as I've said before, go after the Mew VMAX. If you can find it, get it, because Mew VMAX is going to be a lot more expensive than the EX decks. But fuck me, it's worth it. It is genuinely worth it to get the Mew VMAX battle deck compared to like the EX battle decks. 100%. 100%. Some switches. Honestly, the new art switch is not too terrible. It's just that I prefer my switches to be flashier, like the one from Evolutions, where you got the old artwork at the very early 3D models swapping places. Or even the Sword and Shield one, where it had like a nice multi-color background. Youngster, it should be Shauna. Shauna has the exact same... Look, Shauna has the exact same effect. But I've got the full art of Shauna. Okay? Why did they not just reprint Shauna? Great Ball. Love this version of Great Ball. The green background just makes the artwork on the Great Ball pop out a whole lot more. So I went ahead and purchased a reverse hollow playset of the things. A bunch of basic energy. Okay, here we go. Now we're getting into the good shit. Now we're getting into the good stuff. Booster packs time. So our first booster pack is going to be Crown Zenith. We've got an Emolga. We've got a Laren. We've got a Pinchurchin. You see what I mean about Call for Family? This one is also on the 2. This one also has 2. As I say, between 1 and 3, you know, one being the extreme for really piss poor. 3 being on the extreme for being absolutely amazing, which was what was seen on the 50 HP Gossifleur back in the Sword and Shield era. when you do usually see Call for Family, it'll usually be for 2. It'll usually be for 2. Okay! We've got the Crown Zenith Radiant Charizard. I did not expect to pull that. That's very, very nice. Which one do I prefer out of the 2? Because remember, this originally came out in Pokemon Go. It's hard to say. I love the action shot of Charizard, like, across the ice. But I must admit, just having the full body version of, Radiant Charizard is also incredibly cool. So I'd have to try and make up my mind a bit later. And then we've got Luxray, the Rapid Strike one. It's not too terrible, honestly. It's generally not too terrible. It's just that compared to the Luxray we've currently got at the moment, which is the one that if you're behind in prizes you can just put down on the bench, it's not going to see play. But honestly, this Rapid Strike Luxray combined with the new Luxray and also the new Shinx, the one that makes your opponent swap out their active if it's in the active spot, I think Luxray Rapid Strike could genuinely see a bit of a resurgence. Not too much, not like World Championship level resurgence, but just in that sort of mid-level, you know what I mean? Okay, next up we got a Paldea Evolved booster pack. We've got Litleo. That's the Tinkatink you're going to play. If you want to play Tinkaton, this is the Tinkatink you play, the one with Brutal Swing, 70 HP, so then you don't get Lost Mind to death thanks to Lost Box. We got Fighting Owlay. Reverse Holo Nimble. A Reverse Holo 80 HP Tinkertuff. I mean, Reverse Holo Tinkertuffs are always nice, as I'm a big Tinkaton fan, but it's 80 HP. You want the 90 HP one. Thankfully as well, the 90 HP is also the illustration rare, so if you really want to bling it out, you can do without sacrificing the integrity of the deck. And then we've got a Pikachu EX, a Training Wheels EX, as I like to call it, because it's pretty vanilla in what it does. Pika Punch would actually see a bit more. What's the word I'm looking for here? Pika Punch would actually not be too terrible if it drew you a card. If it drew you a card, it'd be great, but it doesn't. It's just flat 30. And then you got double lightning colors for 220. If Flip Tails, discard all the energy. It's got free retreat, so you can always move it to the bench and then Dynamotor using Flaaffy. But yeah, no. In terms of an EX, it's kind of on the lower side. You could also combine it with Regi VMAX to pump up that damage a bit more. But okay then, another Paldea Evolved. We've got Misdreavus. The correct Watchwall. And I say the correct one because it has the attack United Wings. If you've ever played Night March or Mad Party, you know exactly what United Wings does in principle. 20 damage for every United Wings attacking Pokemon in your discard pile. It actually had a pretty decent fucking showing at NAIC, the North American International Championships. Honestly, it was the sleeper hit. It was generally the sleeper hit. It didn't win, but it got quite far. I think... God, what was it? Was it top 16? I think United Wings got top 16, which was completely out of left field. We got Zwalius, we got a Reverse Holo Tarantula, we got a Reverse Holo Pinchurchin, and the rare of the pack is going to be a Boss's Orders Gets This. Being a Generation 5 fanboy, I am so happy that Gets This has his own Boss's Orders. Look, the thing is, Generation 1, so OG Generation 1, so red, blue, and yellow, were my first ever generations in terms of video games and cards. So having the full art Giovanni, nice. But my favorite generation, bar none, Generation 5. And as soon as Boss's Orders Gets This was, even announced, I knew there was going to be a full art. And I had to get it. And thankfully, Retroball had the full art. So I went ahead and bought it. I've played Night March Cap. Oh, good. Then you know exactly what United Wings wants to do. Okay, then here we go. Another Paldea Evolved. We've got Phalanx. We've got Mischief. We've got Pyroar. We've got a Reverse Holo Palosand. Reverse Holo Therapeutic Energy. And the rare of the pack is going to be a Spiritomb. I'm so glad they actually fixed the problems with Spiritomb. I'm so glad they fixed the problem with Spiritomb. Because you got to remember, when this card first came out, it was bugged to high hell. Same as Tinglu, same as a few other bits and pieces. So, yeah, for the longest time in PTCGL, you could not play Spiritomb. But they managed to fix all those bugs, and now you can, and it's proven to be super bad against Mew specifically, but also any deck that relies on basic Pokemon V abilities. Okay, another Paldea evolved. We've got Fletchling, a Pinchurchin, a Mismagius, Reverse Holo Tinkaton. Oh, I'm very happy. We've got Reverse Holo Azumarill. Not too happy about that one. And the rare bag is going to be a Hydreigon. Okay, next pack. Quaxley. We got Director Clavel. We got Crocolore. We got a Reverse Holo Makuhita, a Reverse Holo Mabostiff, and the rare of the pack is going to be a Pawmot. Pawmot's been getting a lot of love lately, hasn't it? Okay, next pack is Crown Zenith. We've got a Yungoos. We've got an Energy Search. If you want to, here's another card that'll be printed until the end of time. For every modern format. Okay, so if Energy Search is, a card that you play a lot, or at least play some of the time, blinging out a version of Energy Search that you particularly like, 100% is viable. Because so long as you get your money's worth, you don't mind investing in the bling. As for me, I've recently invested in a playset of Fossil Era Energy Search, which is so cool. It's one of the coolest Energy Searches ever printed, because it's got like this robotic hand in the foreground grabbing an energy out of the background. It is so cool. If you ever get the opportunity, Google search it. We've got Solrock. Okay! What? We got the illustration rare Zaeaura VMAX with the Pachirisu resting on his head. Very, very cute. Very, very cute. I've got no interest in playing Zaeaura at all, but this is such a cool card to pull. And the rare of the pack is going to be Regi Gigas V. You know what? I am super happy with that one. A fucking double hit pack. Really? Nice. Okay, back to Paldea we go with Paldea Evolved. We got a Snova. We got a Misdreavus. We got an Iono. We got a Bombardier. We got the illustration rare Tinkatink. The only problem I have with the Tinkatink, okay, the only problem I have with this particular Tinkatink, it's the 60 HP scrap pickup one. If it was the collect one, I wouldn't mind so much, but as useful as an attack, okay.
Have a rotten day.
Have a rotten day. Thank you so much. Thousand likes. Oh, it's VL. VL's in the chat. Hello, good afternoon to you. But yeah, as much as I love scrap pickup as an attack, it would be better as an ability. So when you play it from the bench, from your hand to the bench specifically, you can grab a item card or a trainer card out of your discard. But also the 60 HP is also really bad, because remember, Lost Box is still very popular, and Sableye eats 60 HP Pokemon for dinner. And the rare of the pack is going to be an Orthworm. I must admit, this is another deck I really, really want to build. Orthworm Magnezone. But okay then, chat. Here we go. Final booster pack for now. Scarlet and Violet Paldea Evolved. Tandem. The second VL enters chat. Okay, the second VL enters chat. Tandemouse. Then we got a Pineco. A Therapeutic Energy. A Reverse Holo Pawmi. A Reverse Holo Wattrel, the correct Wattrel with United Wings. And the rare of the pack is going to be a Weavile. So I was about to say Jetorian, but it's the Sneasel you have to specify Jetorian. Because Hisuian Sneasel evolves into Sneasler. Jetorian Sneasel evolves into Weavile. And the thing is, there hasn't been the deck yet. There's not been the deck yet that can properly take advantage of Assault Hunt. Once during your turn, when this Pokemon moves from the bench to the active spot, switch in one of your opponent's basic Pokemon to the active. Again, we've just not seen the deck to take advantage of that one. Still, there she is. That's the big card of this of the Tinkaton EX deck. I only bought the Tinkaton EX deck simply for this card. As I said before, if you're going to buy a pre-made deck, do not go Tinkaton EX. Don't. Just don't. Shen Pao or Mew VMAX is above and beyond better than the Tinkaton. It's just I had the deck already built and I just wanted to, I don't want to say show off, but I wanted to like complete all of the artworks for Tinkaton EX. Because you got to remember, the half art was taken out of Paldea Evolved, leaving only the full art and the illustration rare, which annoyed the living piss out of me. You cannot believe. And I genuinely cannot also believe... Oh shit, there's also a Togedemaru and an Emolga. Oh, I didn't even realise that. Oh, that's so cute. So we got Zero Aura VMAX. Double Lightning for Reactive Pulse. 60 times every Pokemon that has an ability that belongs to your opponent, And then you got 240, discard 2 energy. I mean, the discarding isn't too terrible if you're using the Flaaffy Dynamotor engine, but at the same time, still such a cool card. And then a whole bunch of cards we cash out for credits. And then we get ourselves a brand new coin as well. So, okay, so that's our... Okay, so that is going to be our... that's going to be our opening up for a bit. And then thanks to Little Dark Fury, I wanted to go ahead and build this particular deck. It is the Scyther... It's the Scyther Electric Generation engine. Because both Kleavor and Scizor evolve from the same Pokemon, which is Scyther. Okay, and they both fulfill very different roles. Okay, Route punishes your opponent for playing a big bench. And Dangerous Claw punishes your opponent for playing a bunch of basics. However, I do also need to look at building a hang on a minute. Energy type, normal and new, and go basic and okay, let's have a look see and see what we've got. We've got Amber Palm, we've got Blissey. I don't want to be using a Blissey. However, but we could, in fact, we are going to be using a... yeah, cancel that. No, clear that. There we go. Okay. So yeah, this deck is going to evolve primarily around Scizor, Kleavor, Scyther, accelerating energy with our Flaaffy. Bibarel will be our draw engine, and of course we're going to use a Manaphy for bench protection. And then we are going to use a couple copies of Reversal Energy, because our main attackers are going to be, God damn it, wrong button. Main attackers are going to be evolution Pokemon. But then we want a whole bunch of the basic electric energy too. And which electric energies are we going to use? We are going to use these ones from Evolutions, Reverse Hollows. And we'll go for 9. Firstly though, we want a way of... Yeah, we definitely want a way of discarding, okay? We definitely want a way of discarding our energy. So 4 copies of Ultra Ball, 100%. I'm back. A friend came over to bring me some prepared meals because they would have been thrown away otherwise. A box of meals for a whole week. I'm so grateful. That's great to hear. That's actually fantastic to hear. Okay, next thing we need to do is a couple of copies of Boss's Orders. And as always, chat, we're going to go for our usual combination. 1 Boss's Orders Giovanni, 1 copy of Gets This. Professor's Research. We've got 1 full art Juniper. We've got 1 full art Professor Oak, 1 full art Professor Willow. Professor Willow. And then we're also going to have 1 copy of Sadar. Now, Sadar is the only one out of these 4 I don't have in real life, and I would 100% love to get one. I've got Professor Turo instead. We definitely want to play a few copies of Artisan. Okay, definitely want to play a few copies of Artisan because all of the Pokemon that we've got, our basics, our basics are, well, they're not rule box Pokemon, let's put it that way. Let's have a look, see. Isn't it sad how companies throw food away and they're still good? Yes, yes it is. It's honestly one of the worst things. What did I miss? Did you have some more St. Paul's? I hope Captain Senpai notices me today. I have already noticed you. Please don't ever call me that again. And yes, we had a couple of decent polls. We'll also play one Irezu. We're also going to do one Irezu here. Because Irezu allows us to search for evolution Pokemon without a rule box. And guess what all of our evolution Pokemon do not have. So the other big question now becomes, what else are we going to put into this deck? There's definitely a couple copies of Hisuian Heavy Ball. 100%. We'll also do a couple copies of Iono. Now, before you say anything, one of these was from the Pokemon World Championships. Sorry, NAIC. I think it's NAIC. I believe it was NAIC that was giving them away via a code. We'll also do 4 copies of Level Ball. Definitely do a copy of Palpad. This is probably the one and only time, chat. This is probably the one and only time we're ever going to see this being played. 1 copy of Practice Studio so that all of our stage 1s can do a touch extra damage. Because, let me tell you something, that 10 extra damage can make a world of difference. It can make a world of difference. What else are we going to play? We'll definitely play 1 copy of Super Rod with the old artwork. For my girlfriend, we're going to play Miriam. We're going to go for this beautiful full art. No joke, chat, I actually have this version of Miriam in real life, and I'm going to gift it to my wonderful, amazing, beautiful girlfriend. Okay, that gives us 4 cards to piss about with. We've got a Power Pad, we've got a Practice Studio, we've got a Super Rod. Plenty of search options. I'll be honest, I just don't know. Speaking of girlfriend, yes. Oh, if only it cost 2 instead of 3, that would be the tits. Yeah, I'm not seeing. No, you know what we could do. Do you know what we could do, chap? Okay, so here's the 2 different artworks. We've got this one with the flames in the background from Pokemon Go. Or we've got the one we've just pulled from Crown Zenith, and we'll actually go for that one. And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna put in 2 Luminous Energy. Okay, so that Luminous Energy now allows us to attack with anything we want, including this Charizard, because even though Charizard does have a rule box, it still only gives up 1 prize card, and let's be honest, late game it could make the difference. Don't think we need 2 copies of Hisuian Heavy Ball. Okay, so that gives us 4 cards to poop about with. We've got Zisu, Zinnia's Resolve, we've got Worker, Volo. Volo is useless before anybody says anything. Let's see. We'll play a Switch. We'll go ahead and play a Switch. I actually have this with like a reverse in a holographic background with the Play Pokemon stamp in the corner. It's very, very cool. But here on the stream, we're going to play the reverse holo of the... there you go, that's the one. Well, we'll do one of those. Maybe playing a Raihan would not be a terrible idea. So we'll do a Raihan. We'll do a Raihan, and then we can... We could also put a Scrovet in. No, because then our bench becomes a bit too full. Yeah, true. True. You know what? We'll put in Defiance Band. There you go. We're putting 2 copies of Defiance Band just in case we ever fall behind. Okay, let's go ahead and do our cosmetics. Let's see, what cosmetics are we going to do? We're going to do team up. We'll do team up because we are teaming up the past and the present. When it comes to our card sleeves, we'll utilize the Charizard Generation one because we've got the Radiant Charizard in there. And then for our coins, we're going to use our brand new EX. There we go. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Looks good. It actually looks really good, actually. Okay. And then we can call this... We'll call it Kleavor Scizor because that's exactly what it is. Let's have a look, see. VL here. Can you hear us, VL? I'm sure she can. Cap, want to do a Toxtricity deck? It's funny you mentioned that, actually, Bex, because I wanted to keep this a surprise. I actually wanted to keep this a surprise. There is a Toxtricity coming in the next set, Obsidian Flame, and it looks like it could be pretty fucking decent. So, I'm going to be playing it. Okay, I am going to be playing a Toxtricity deck, and I was going to like name it after you, Bex, in your honor, but you've had to ruin the surprise. You had to ruin the surprise. I'm gonna play a Perfect Switch too, but don't. God damn it. My Switch died, but I'm back now. Let's go. Let's go. Bex, can't hear you because vampires have got very low body temperature. You need to find someone warmer, like me. Ooh, Toxtricity. Yes, indeed. Let's go. Let's go. And the thing is, the Toxtricity does, I believe it's 50 plus 30 for every type of Pokemon that is different on your side of the field. So, normal, Bibarel, or Skrovert, water, Manaphy, that's already 110. Another Toxel or Toxtricity that we're building up, / a Flaaffy. There's a third type. You know, and it's just and then you could also play the healing Oricorio for the fire. So you know you're at least gonna have 3 to 4 different types down on the field at any one time, I reckon. Which which should be really really cool. But okay, so this is our first. This is like the Mark 1. Using the skeleton of Little Dark Fury because Little Dark Fury is a great content creator. Using the skeleton of Little Dark Fury, we're going to be building Scyther with a split evolution of Scizor Kleavor. The Scizor is from Crown Zenith, uses all colorless energy, which is very, very nice. We're also including a Radiant Charizard along with 2 copies of Luminous Energy, so that late game we can come in and start slapping shit up. We've of course got the Bidoof Barrel engine. We've got 2 copies of Defiance Band. We've got 3 copies of Artisan, so we can keep filling up our bench. 4 copies of Level Ball, because that allows us to search for any of our basics, and it allows us to also to search out for the Flaaffy. The only basic it doesn't cover is Radiant Charizard. We've got 1 copy of Erezu, because all of the evolution Pokemon don't have rule boxes. Hisuian Heavy Ball, because we don't want anything prized. 2 copies of Iono, 1 copy of Miriam, 1 copy of Raihan, 1 copy of Switch, 4 copies of Professor's Research, 2 Boss's Orders, 1 Pal Pad, 1 Super Rod. You know, it's just all the basics covered, basically. So we're going to set that as our active. And let's have a look-see. What music am I going to have playing? You know what we've not listened to for a while? We have not actually listened. Yeah, we've not actually listened to the Pokemon... Sorry, we've not... Yeah, the Pokemon Black 2 version of the Team Plasma Grunt theme. So we're going to use that. Kleavor, I choose you to be up on the screen. There we go. Okay then. Let's go ahead and see how this goes. I'm surprised I'm not. Oh, for God's sakes. Not mum jokes in the chat, please. Team Star Giacomo's theme. I've not downloaded Giacomo's theme. Well, I've not downloaded the Team Star themes yet. Okay, here we go. And of course it is. Of course it is. Okay then. So, let's see how we do, shall we? Huh. Okay, that says to me that they are going to be something like the Lost Box engine. Ooh! That was unfortunate. But we're both taking mulligans, so nobody has to take an additional yet. That doesn't give away what we're playing. That kind of does. Yep, that's the Lost Box. I absolutely called it, didn't I, chat? I absolutely called the fact that they were using the Lost Box engine. Okay. Okay. That really is not what we needed to see here. But what we can do is we can... We've got to give it a sizzle. We've got to get rid of at least one energy, so that at least allows us to play Raihan. We need to grab Scyther. As much as I want to grab Bidoof, we need to grab Scyther. Let's see. Okay, so that's both of them in there. We got that. We got you. One Flaaffy is prized. I think a Bidoof is prized as well. Oh boy. Okay. We got a lot of other good stuff. Okay, we can always sacrifice. Let's have a look. Pardon my French, but the Team Star theme fucks. I mean, yes, it absolutely does. Absolutely does. Damn, I love it here. To be honest, it feels like home. Call me sentimental, or but I've missed the stream so much. The thing, I don't know what it has been. I really don't know what it's been. But since Tuesday, my body's been on like low battery mode. No matter how much I've slept or rested or whatever, I just don't know what it is. I just don't know what it was. But I'm feeling a lot better today. Feeling a lot better today. I think I just needed a couple of days away from streaming, away from work, and just like, you know, really recharging those batteries. I've infected Cat with my sleepy girl disease. Would not surprise me. Okay, now I'm kind of begging for a good draw support here. Or for the knockout. Honestly, knocking out Mareep here would be fine. Okay, so they're going to be able to guarantee themselves at least one card in the loss zone. And here it is. Your body needed to recharge. Yeah, it really, really did. Okay, so what is it they got rid of there? It was Super Rod. Okay, Super Rod's not actually a pretty decent one. Okay, there's the switch, the first switch. Are they going to find Colvez's experimentation? Because with Colvez's experimentation, they're able to go up to the 4, which means they can attack with Cramorant, which means that we'll be able to Raihan to the Kleavor in the next turn. And grab us a Professor's Research ready. I can't sing though. So did they? No, they did not. Okay. I'm just gonna have to hold a hand here. I have to hold a hand. I can't risk anything. This is not exactly the most auspicious of debuts, is it? Grass Energy. Okay, this is the... I was just about to say it's the Giratina build. The second you see Grass Energy, okay, it is a case of it's Giratina. Okay, they're up to 3. If they're able to move into the Comfrey and move out into the Cramorant, they can take out the Mareep. Okay, they're manually retreating here. Otherwise, they would have attached to the one on the bench. So they've lost a Grass Energy, lost a Psychic Energy. Steel has such a beautiful voice, and mine is on a cooldown. I haven't been guesting on Friday because I've been busy and need to all silence my vocal cords. Why grasp for the darkness? If you mean... Wait, what do you mean for the darkness? Because Giratina in this game is classified as a dragon, and dragons always need a really goofy energy cost. Okay, Arezu. Okay, Arezu at least allows me to thin out the deck. Okay, Arezu at least allows me to thin out the deck. So what we can do is we can grab a Flaaffy, grab the Scizor, grab the Bibarel. Okay, and then we can we'll evolve up one Flaaffy, but then we're just going to pass the turn. I wish I could have Okay, Scavenger, this is getting a little weird, okay? You kind of need to reel it in a bit. Just saying, okay? You need to kind of reel it in a little. Okay, well, there's the Colress's experimentation. This is where everything starts going to hell. Would Giratina work with Volo? Giratina V? Yes. But the second you evolve it into Giratina V Star, no. Sorry about that. No. Right, you didn't know, okay? The thing is, you said something, you tested a limitation, limitation's over. Okay, you now know better for the next time. Your body makes you shut down every now and again. Yeah. Okay, so do they have the retreat? Man, I'm just a little bit annoyed that we haven't been able to do much. Escape rope, okay. Okay, we can definitely escape rope into the second Mareep here. So no mommy and daddy jokes anymore. Oh, no. You can absolutely make those. You can absolutely make those. It's just that the term carrying baby is, well, let's just say it's a slightly different connotation. Agreed? Okay, so we definitely need to go into Scyther. Okay, another basic energy is fantastic. Okay, so we can go into the Kleavor. We can Raihan to the active Kleavor. We'll grab the barrel here, because we've still got everything left in the deck. We can attach to the active. And then we're going to route. Okay, so we're kinda in this still? Question mark? Well, there's our retreat cost, but yeah, we are not in a good position. We're not in a good position at all, chat. Let's be 100 with each other, okay? We definitely, off of this Bibarel, need to find a goddamn Professor's Research. Otherwise, we're fucked. I get a free pass for saying weird stuff because Cap sold me his stolen the top for the iPhone support. No, I thought it was the other way around. Oh, I understood it as carrying Baby Steel Spector. No. Although... Okay, so what do they get rid of? Okay, so there's 10. Oh no, have they got a Sableye? If they've... Okay, so there's the V-Star. If they have a Sableye and they can take out the Mareep and the Bidoof, we're kind of boned that way too. Worker, Luminion, Comfrey, Battle VIP. They've lost a few good things, but they are so far ahead right now. They're genuinely so far ahead, and all they're going to do is just keep adding to their hand size. You've bound by eternal soul supplies. Kinda, yeah. Shit. There's a Mirage Gate, yeah. We lose. I think we actually just end up losing here. Because they're going to take out the Mareep, take out the Bidoof. We have no draw support. I love that you spell English the German way. Cap, no chat reading, more PTCGL. Well, I can't do anything on their turn. I have to wait. The worst card to see here now would be Iono. It would genuinely be Iono because I want them to keep drawing cards until they eventually run out. Because that would be funny, wouldn't it, chat? They deck themselves out. Now, do they have a manual of retreat? They could do. They should do. I'd be very surprised if they don't. They do, but into the Giratina. Now, are they just going to Star Requiem? They may just Star Requiem here, which, with 10 cards in the Lost... No, they're just going to Lost Impact. Okay. Not that it matters. The next thing that comes out is going to get shredded to death. Okay. I'm going to have to just sacrifice Babarrel. I'm going to have to sacrifice Babarrel here. Okay, put down the Flaaffy, play the Ultra Ball. If I could guarantee myself Defiance Band, I would, and the Luminous Energy, I would 100% go for the Radiant Charizard, but I've got to build a more consistent board than that. Okay, here we go. Industrious Incisors gets us quite a bit. What is in here? Rezu and Raihan, I mean... Okay, we're going to Dynamotor one energy to one Scyther, and then we're going to Dynamotor to the other one. And again, we're kind of at the will of RN Jesus here. Star Platinum has a Requiem. No, no. It's the V-Star. It's the V-Star power slash attack. Star Requiem just instant knocks out anything in its path. Jet Energy to... Yep, okay. So, will my opponent go for Babarrel, or will they go for one of the Scyther? Or maybe even a Flaaffy. They could go for Flaaffy. Giratina, my beloved Queen of Darkness. It's getting stormy. Yeah, we've had a bit of rain around here as well. Okay, they're down to the last 4 cards. And they get rid of Iono. Okay, they're not going to deck themselves out that easy. Unfortunately. Giratina Origin Form, also known as Would You Still Fear Me If I Were a Worm? Yes, yes, we do. Yes, we absolutely do. Okay, here we go. So, what are they going to do? They can only move 12 damage counters around. So they're going after one Scyther. Which kind of puts the pressure... Which kind of does put the pressure on to... Boy, this kind of does put the pressure on. We need to find Switch. Ultra Ball doesn't exactly help us. But what we can do is just Artisan. Put another Scyther into play. Even evolving here does not help us out tremendously. So we're going to Ultra Ball away the boss and the Luminous. Grab a hold of Kleavor. Okay, we can now grab a hold of Raihan boss, put them back into the deck. We can Dynamotor, we can attach to Kleavor, and then with the other Dynamotor we'll attach to the Scyther. Okay, come on, we are genuinely looking for the Switch now, please. That's not going to help us, but what we can do here is play Heavy Ball. What was in our prizes? Flaaffy, Electric Energy, Level Ball, Super Rod, Ultra Ball. Oof. Not great. We can attach to the other Scyther. We've got an Iono. We've got an Iono here. And we didn't get the switch. They're going to be able to take out the Kleavor. But there's the professor's research. God heckin' damn it. Sure, let's try and fake him out. Let's try and fake him out with a let's try and fake him out. Because what they might end up doing is just taking out the Bidoof and weakening down Kleavor even more. Maybe that's what they'll do. Let's have a look, see. To piss off others, yes. To my partner in crime, no. Aww. Cap suggestion for Fridays, Pokemon Infinite Fusion. I vote for what VL suggested. So what did Professor's research do again? Professor's research allows us to discard our hand and draw 7 brand new cards off at the top. What's left in the deck? Good question. Was the Switch even in there? Charizard is, Miriam is. The Switch is definitely in there. Play the research, and we didn't even get the Switch. We lose. Can't believe that. And I cannot believe that. We just got supremely unlucky in the beginning there. But hell, it happens. The thing is, chat, it happens. And what the fuck is going on with the stupid thing? I'm not trying to unlock anything anymore. Okay, so let's try this again, shall we? Let's hope it has a slightly better... let's hope it has a slightly better... Let's hope it does slightly better this time. Oh my god, it's the same person! It's the same fucking guy! So a proper 2 out of 3 match. This is probably going to end up the exact same way, and it's going to end up terrible. Knowing my luck. Gay writes Raihan. Yes, indeed. Okay, we're going to go first. Of course we are. The unfortunate thing is no Pokemon we have can actually... Okay, this... Come on, seriously? Ooh! Okay, so they're having to take a mulligan. We already know... 3 mulligans! The thing is, we already know what they're playing. Okay, we already know that they're playing Lost Box Giratina. We don't need to see what they got out of their fucking mulligans. What we need to see are the top 3 cards of our deck. Now that is a hand I can work with. That is a hand we can work with, chat. So we can level ball. We can grab a hold of Bidoof. Okay, so we've got 2 Flaaffy, all 4 Scyther. We got all of our Mareep, I think. Okay, we've got 2 Mareep. Okay, what's our energy counts looking like? Because I don't want to be sacrificing... Okay, so we still got the other Luminous energy, which is kind of tits. Got the Artisan, we've got 1 Defiance Band. Oof, that might be a problem. Heavy Ball. Okay, we're good. Game, shut the hell up, I'm searching my deck. Shit. Attached to the Scyther. We can now level ball for another Mareep here. And then we're going to just end our turn. In the next turn, we're just going to Ultra Ball array the Raihan and the boss's orders. Put the Luminous energy down on the Scyther. Evolve it into Kleavor. Oh, ooh, or... No. No, you know what we're going to do? Do you know what we're going to do instead? We're going to evolve Bidoof into Bibarel. Evolve the Scyther into Kleavor. That's what we're going to do. Haha, you aren't that lucky today. Yeah, I know. Okay, so they've already got 3 in the disc, 3 in the Lost Zone. They've got back the Radiant Greninja. Great, fucking good for them. Including an Iono. Iono here would be fucking awful. You Mareep, what you Maso. God damn it! Yeah, no! Ah, the puns! Oh, the puns. Oh, it burns. It hurts. Nest Ball. This could get them another Comfey? No, it gets some Cramorant, so they have to have a way of getting another Comfey into play here. Or they're going to go into Giratina for Abyss Seeking. They're not going to do that, are they? Are they? Not gonna lie, if Switch is my top deck, I'm going after the Giratina. They actually have it, don't they? A Switch into Giratina. Good God Almighty, I hate it when I'm right. Okay, and they have not filled up their bench. They've not filled up their bench, which is a bit of a pain in the titties. And not even in the fun way. But they do get rid of a worker. Okay, energy's fine. Put the... Actually, no. Put the Luminous Energy down onto the Kleavor. We can now Ultra Ball Raihan and Boss's Orders away for Bibarel. Okay, so draw engine set up and ready to go. I couldn't cleave the pup. God damn it. Okay. We can have Artisan here, which we will do for Scyther. We'll Level Ball, which we'll do for another Scyther. Yeah, we'll go for Scyther on this one. We can now Ultra Ball away the Electric Energy and the Sizzle and go for Flaaffy. Which will Dynamotor to the other Scyther. Wrong Pokemon. Come on, give us the Switch. Switch! Well, shit. Okay, and then we just end our turn. Okay, cool. Okay, so provided we can find an energy of some sort in the next turn, we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay because we can move the Mareep. Or Giratina just... Or the Cramorant wipes us out. Either way. Okay, that should bring the... And it does. This is going to bring Mirage Gate online. This is going to be Mirage Gate online. So is Scizor an emergency option for typing or if you can't get Kleavor? Yes. It's for both. But also Scizor does additional damage to basic Pokemon. So triple colorless, dangerous claws, 80 plus 80 if it's a basic. And you know, there's quite a few basics running around at the moment, so... So while it won't be taking out Giratina anytime soon, it will at least give us the option to... it will at least give us some options. The best thing is we can play the Power Pad down, play the Kleavor. Okay, there's Jet Energy, bringing out the Cramorant. So they are going to take out the Mareep here. That's going to help us out a bit. It is going to help us out a bit. Because now we don't need to waste time. Yeah, now we don't need to waste too much time. We can put back the Mareep and the Scizor. Yeah, put back the Mareep, put back the Scizor, thin out the deck with Artisan. No, okay, never mind. Play the Power Pad first. Put back Boss. Yes, put back... Yeah, put back the Professor for Search at this point. We're now going to Industrious. Well, there's the Switch. There's Defiance Band, so we can at least attach... Actually, are we going to be... We need to attach it to the active. Okay, we can Dynamotor to the Scissor. So, play the Miriam. Put back the Mareep and the Scizor. Draw 3 cards. Well, that's going to help. Okay, I think we're done. Cool. So 330, we take out the Cramorant. They thought they were being clever playing around me, but no. Ha, ha, ha. Prize number 1. It's Manaphy. The thing is, Manaphy is now Ultra Ball discarding. We can now just discard it thanks to Ultra Ball. Here we go. Scizor, Slapper of basic bitches, basically. So, Cap, what if we change you up, kidnap you, and take us with you to Takomi? I'll come back to that. Miriam, my wife, yes, indeed. It's why I went for this absolutely glorious looking one. Okay, here comes the V-Star. Do. And they're going to have a Mirage Gate. They're going to have a Mirage Gate. They're going to build up the... They are going to be able to build that up. Because Mirage Gate activates with 7 in the Lost Zone. And my opponent has got 8. Nest Ball gets them... Could be Sableye at this point. Thankfully, a lot of our stuff doesn't get, like, well... Sableye has to dedicate the majority of a Lost Mine to taking stuff out, is what I mean. There's no easy targets here. You heard that, it wasn't a no. Oh, no. It definitely was a no. I was trying to be subtle about calling the police. Because I don't want to be kidnapped and chained up. Okay, bye-bye Battle VIP Peasant Comfey. That's a great pair of discards. Now, they are going to have a Mirage Gate. I am betting my right hand... Okay, because I use my left hand for a lot of things. I'm betting my right hand they do genuinely have a Mirage Gate in their hand. Well, a Jet Energy. Yep, chat, I'm guaranteeing it. How else would we get you out of the disc? Well, I fucking called it, so I don't lose my right hand. Thank God, I can still... I can still do stuff. How else would we get you out of the UK? How about I pay for my train tickets, make sure my passport's in date, and... Oh, I don't know. And make sure that, you know, I can book time off work. You know, the adult way of doing things? Really big cannon. I mean, that too. However, I would like to chat. I'm gonna tell you right now. I would like to find boss's orders, please. If I could find boss's orders and bring out the Sableye, I'd be very happy. No, there's just another Mirage Gate. Okay, so they're going to be able to attack with the Giratina V-Star. That's unfortunate. And they're not filling up the bench either, which is also unfortunate. And that's the only Defiance band we've got. So we're not going to be able to one-shot it anyway. Okay, there's Luminous Sun. You've already used Call Res. Fuck off. The adult way of things sucks a lot of dirty ass. Yeah, I agree. I agree. No fun allowed, really. The unfortunate thing is, we are going to have to... They're going to get rid of it from themselves. Yep, called it. The thing is, we've got to put Manaphy into play. We cannot risk that Greninja getting this attack off. Whoa, I was just about to put the wrong thing down there. Okay, well, we can at least evolve the other Scyther, I think. I just put that on the wrong Pokemon like a complete tit. Okay, well, we can get rid of the Bidoof and get rid of the Artisan. We've only got a Scizor we can evolve into, and it would protect us. Didn't have a choice. And there's the Luminous Energy, so, hell, provided that this does it. Hell, provided we can get this off, we'll still be able to take 2 prizes. Well, there's at least one heads this game. Doing 60. But there's a train going all the way up from the UK to Germany. Yeah, it's called the Eurostar. I think so, anyway. Okay, well, there's another Colrez's experimentation. That is the support of a choice. So thankfully they cannot do Greninja this turn, but what they are going to be able to do is go into Sableye, potentially. I'll be very surprised if they don't. They're just going to start Requiem here. Yeah, they're just going to start Requiem. Unless they're going to retreat out into the Sableye, in which case that's going to be very, very uncool, dude. Could I see them going for the Star Requiem? Kinda. I have not actually revealed the fact that I play a Radiant Charizard. So what we would do... Oh no, we would need to... Oh, fuck. Oh no, we could build it up. We could actually build it up. Down comes another Sableye. What a dick. I mean, I know I play Lost Box myself. Sometimes. I do sometimes play Lost Box myself. But it doesn't mean I A, enjoy it, or B, you know, like fighting against it. Okay, so Star Requiem. Star Requiem basically is just instant knockout if you have 10 or more cards in the last zone. But okay, here we go. Bring out the Sizzle. Okay, we're going to put down the Radiant Charizard. Put you down. We're going to Dynamotor. Just play the Professor's Research at this point. Okay. Hisuian Heavy Ball. We can grab a hold of the next Mareep. And there's the boss's orders. Okay, now we just Combustion Blast. 250. Takes out the Giratina. 2 cards. Numbers 1 and 4. Gives us the other Defiance Band. Okay, gives us the other Defiance Band, which is neat. They're going to go out into Sableye. They're going to take out the Manaphy. They are going to take out the Manaphy. They'd kind of be foolish not to at this point. Okay, okay, that's a bit much. That's a little bit much. It's not that rigorous, but it's still a bit of a pain in the dick. I will grant you that one. Okay, Super Rod, get back. Okay, I did see them put... Okay, so they must have put back energy, and they must have put back the Giratina. We do have a way of winning this. Okay, we do have a way of winning this. It's just, it's going to be very, very, very difficult. Why would you do that? Okay. I know why they've done it. I know why they've done it. They're forcing me to take out the Greninja. They're forcing me to take out the Greninja. Which I'm going to have to do. Okay, Combustion Blast. Take out the Greninja. The reason I had to take out the Greninja, okay, the reason I had to take out the Greninja was they were able to attack my bench twice. Well, they would have been able to attack me twice with 90 damage. At least, I do not believe the Sableye can take 2 knockouts here. I don't believe it can. Down comes Giratina. This is extremely, extremely close. Okay, this is extremely close. Okay, lost mine. So what are they going to take out? They're taking out the okay, so they're taking out the Charizard. They've committed to it now. But that just sets the stage for us. We win! Holy shit, we win! We promote the Scizor. Just double checking our hand. Double checking our hand. We promote the Scizor. We attach to the active. Equip the Defiance Band. We play the boss's orders onto Luminion. And then with Dangerous Claws... Okay, so I did go for the correct option, because otherwise Giratina would have survived. We go for 200 damage thanks to the Defiance Band, the Practice Studio, and the additional effect. Holy shit! I can't believe we pulled that off. I can't believe we pulled it off! I can't believe we just pulled that off. God damn. I'd love to show you all the nice places in Dusseldorf. Let me dream, though. You can... This isn't meant to sound sarcastic. Go ahead and dream. 100% go ahead and dream, because I'm not saying it's a definite no in the future. It's just, you know, it's just, you know, in the immediate future, the answer's no. But in the far future, who knows? You had to fight that person twice just to kick their butt in the second round. Yeah, well, hopefully we don't have to fight them again, because that is so stressful. That's so stressful. Right. Okay, before we continue, well, I'm going to reset this, because that's starting to get on my nerves a touch. Okay, but while I'm resetting, I'm going to run a quick 30-second advertisement. Okay, I'm going to run a quick 30-second advertisement in which I'm going to also visit the facilities, because that morning coffee has just decided to make a repeat performance. So, chat, while I get this all set up and ready to go again, because as I said, that fucking screen is starting to annoy the living piss out of me, I will leave you with A, Accumula Town, and B, I will leave you with an advert. So, I will see you in about 30 seconds' time. I have returned and have slathered my hands with sanitizer. Should we take over the stream now? No! Okay, so the question is, did you... so Scavenger asks, did I see the Pidgeot EX that lets you search your deck for 1 card a turn? Yes, I did. But there are a couple of limitations. You can only use that effect once per turn, and that's even if you have multiple Pidgeot in play. Okay, and even then, it's a stage 2, which means that at best, you're evolving it in 1 turn, And anybody who's anybody is going to know what Pidgeot-EX does, and they're going to snipe as many Pidgeys as they can in one goddamn go. Okay? The most, okay, and let's not kid ourselves, the most consistent Lost Box deck in the world can hit a turn 2 Mirage Gate, which means Greninja, or even in the most luckier circumstances, Sableye. So, in the current format, those Pidgeys are not going to last too long. Especially because even the best Pidgey has only got 50 HP. Okay, even the best Pidgey only has 50 HP. And let's be completely honest here, 50 is not a lot. 60 is about your average for a basic Pokemon, so anything less than that is really... you're pushing your luck. But right then, let's go. So now that everything is reset and sorted itself out, again, a big thank you to the incredible, amazing, beautiful Thousand Likes Pie for the amazing Steel's Tinkaton artwork as my cover up. So let's go ahead and... must have clicked a bit too quickly. Let's go ahead and give this deck one more go, shall we? Let's go ahead and give this deck one more go, and then we'll go back to Tinkaton, because Tinkaton is just so much fun. It's so much fun, and it's a good way of finishing off the stream. So, here we go. Let's go, turning off Accumulatown. And you know what, chat? I actually feel like changing up the music. I know I usually don't when it comes to playing the same deck, but I really do feel like changing up the music a touch. And we're going to go for Pokemon Battle Revolution, Joe's theme. Okay then, let's get the show on the road. What do you mean finishing off? When you just started? What do you mean just started? I've been going for I've been going for like 2 3/4 hours. I still have shit to do. Okay. Also, is that Jonathan? Is that just like a generic anime character, or is that actually Jonathan Joestar as a sad emote? Oof, that is that's a hand we can't start with. So we've at least shown off one of the cards we're playing. Mareep, Scyther. Okay, we have to start off with the Scyther here. But we at least do get access to both Artisan and Level Ball. Single Strike? Okay. Interesting. Okay, well, we need to grab a Bidoof. We definitely need to grab Bidoof off of the Artisan, and then with the Level Ball, we could really do with grabbing another Scyther just in case. And that's it, that's the turn. It can be whatever you want, but it cries. I think it's the hair. I think the hair makes me think of Jonathan Joestar. Favorite Joestar, by the way. I am a big Phantom Blood man. Okay, so of course Artisan allows them to set up their own bench as well. So the question is, what sort of single strike deck is this going to be? Is it going to be your most generic one, where you're utilizing a whole bunch of different stuff, including single strike Urshifu? Or are we looking at something like Tyranitar? Gengar! Okay, well, here's the good thing. Gengar is weak to fighting. What type is Kleavor? Earn a Vitality, puts back both those single strike energy. We, however, let's not kid ourselves here, chat, okay? We really do need to find ourselves a draw support. We need to find ourselves a draw support. We really, really do. Well, we can put down another Mareep here. Steel, gotta go now. Good luck kicking ass. Thank you so much, that was Slice Pie. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Have yourself a wonderful day. Hilarity enough, we're actually going to be doing more, well, potentially more damage. got no choice. We're going to have to just try and attack the Hound Hour. And we knock it out. We actually knock out the Hound Hour, which means no Hound Doom for my opponent. It means no Hound Doom for my opponent, which is nice. Card number 3. Come on, draw support, please. That is not what we needed. That's not what we needed. We are now kind of up against it. Dark Energy. Artisan gets him another Hound Hour. Love it when I'm right. We could, I mean, if we don't get a, okay, if we, oh, we need to wake up first. Never mind. We're asleep and we stay asleep. Oh, bugger it. That is also not what we needed to see. Okay, so we can Artisan here. We need to just keep thinning out the deck. How many barrel have we got? 2. Okay. We need to keep thinning the deck. Okay, we really need to keep thinning out the deck here. We could also do with trying. Okay, we could also do with supremely trying to delay my opponent. Still say asleep. Can you read Sizzle's card? Yes, we can. So for 1 colorless energy, we do 30 damage, and then on a coin flip we could do 60. And then for triple colorless we do 80 damage, and if our opponent's active as a basic, we do another 80, doing 160. Weak to fire, resistant to grass, 2 retreat, cost 130 HP. There is Houndoom, and I must admit it's one of my favourite Houndoom cards because look at that artwork, Grimsley of Univers Elite 4. When I said it was a goddamn Generation 5 fanboy, I meant it. Now what could end up... Okay. And we awaken! And we awaken. Come on, give me a Bibarrel or something, please. Another Scyther does not help. Need to be able to pay retreat cost. Okay. Attack with X Scissor. Tails again. We are getting really unlucky with all these bloody tails. We are. We're genuinely getting all kinds of horrible luck with all these goddamn tails. No draw support. Yeah, no draw support, despite the fact we've been thinning out the deck as much as possible. If they single strike Roar to themselves again, they're going to be able to take out Scizor. Which is what they're going to do. Now, thankfully, we can retaliate in kind. We can retaliate in kind with our own Scyther, because we're hitting for weakness, have Defiance banned, etc., etc., but then out comes the Gengar. So, again, we're kind of up against it. That is not what we need, for Christ's sakes. Oh, we've got exactly the same amount of prize cards. Right, and I'm not going to be able to knock it out because, yeah, I'm not doing enough. Okay, fine, we go into the Bidoof. Where are my draw support? Seriously. Not a Bibarrel in sight. Boss's orders out the Scyther with the... yep. My little gambit did not work. As I said, we're now completely up against it. Come on, draw support, please. Just sacrifice the Mareep and keep thinning the deck. There's the Gengar VMAX. No, the Bibarel, of course. Of course, it's the Bibarel. And the Gengar VMAX. And the Research. Fuck me. Why do they get everything and I've got nothing? It's not like I'm not playing 4 copies of goddamn Professor's Research or anything. Okay, perhaps the Pete really doesn't affect us. Other than our Charizard. That's kind of like the one and only thing. I swear, I'm gonna give it I'm gonna only give it a couple more turns. If we don't get a Bibarel or something, we just... What's the fucking point? What is the fucking point? Thank you. Jesus Christ. How long did that take? But the unfortunate thing is... Yeah, the unfortunate thing is... We've got no more Scyther. Yeah, just attack with rear kick. Again, I didn't lose because of my lack of skill. I lost because my luck was absolutely abysmal. That's going to get them boss's orders. Which will then mean that they take out the Kleavor. Isn't it? And if that's the case, I am going to concede, because fuck me. Again, I really wish I could skip this. I genuinely wish I could skip this. But I would like a universal option to skip all winning animations. Because I don't want to see mine, and I don't want to see my opponents. I just don't. I hate the fact it just took so long. I hate the fact that it took just so long for us to get anywhere, and by the time we did, my opponent was, you know, set up the way they were. The couple turns of sleep also didn't help either. My luck is just genuinely terrible today. But okay, let's try this again. As I said, I want one more win with this. I want one more win with this goddamn insect deck, and then I'm more than happy to. Oh boy. Okay, so the question is, what on earth am I? Fighting sleeves with psychic coin, but then again, they could just like the color combination. It is Solrock Lunatone. And I've got no choice but to give them Artisan, because fuck me. Okay, let's see what we got. I can at least put down another Bidoof. So they get Nest Ball. Ninja. They are going to be able to use... Despite what that says, it does actually work. They've got 140, so we need to build up Scyther fairly quickly. Okay. Thankfully, they didn't get off to the most. They didn't get off to a flying start. That's the worst. That is the absolute worst goddamn supporter we could have seen there. Like, actually, no joke, that's honestly the worst draw support we could have seen there. I'd have preferred Professor's Research. Okay, they're going to start building up the, they are going to start building up the Lunatone now. How many are in the discard? Only the one, so they have to cycle draw. Never mind. Okay, well, Cemetery doesn't affect us too much. Okay, so they are going to be able to take out Bidoof here. Okay. And I do not believe there is a way. I don't believe there's a way that we can potentially build up Sizzle for its big attack. Gotta sacrifice Mareep then. Should have done that the other way around. Okay then, going to lay down. We'll have you on the background. Catch you later. No worries at all. Catch you later. Catch you later. Okay. That should do it. Unfortunately, that does mean we're going to have to lose the Mareep and go down 2 prizes, and I don't think we can recover from 2 prizes. The sexy guy, 1 through 9. Hello, and good morning. What does the Scizor do? The Scizor is from Crown Zenith. For 1 colorless energy, you do 30 plus another 30 on a coin flip. And then for triple colorless, you do an 80, but 80 more if your opponent's active is a basic, very much like Lunatone is. Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Of course, they have it off of an Iono. Iono is a lie. Yeah, we're too far behind. Like, no joke, we're actually too far behind. God damn, what is with my shit luck this morning? What is with my terrible luck? Seriously. I only played 2 copies of Iono. Of course, that's the first draw support we fucking get. Heaven forbid I get a Barrel or something when I need it. Let me guess, this is going to be heads now, isn't it? Okay, finally. It only took us, what, every single match before I won the coin flip. Okay. Again, not the most auspicious start, but we can kind of make this work. Kind of being the operative. Because what we can do is we can level ball for Scyther. Yeah, level ball for Scyther. Best top deck here would be Artisan. Artisan here would be fantastic. We've won 3, so the odds are in our favour. Regi, okay, so this is going to be Miraidon. Okay. So that's a retreat cost ready for next turn. Okay, we kind of don't have a choice here. We've got to sacrifice a Scyther. Just Professor's Research. Do a minor bit of chip damage. I'm going to, of course, get them, what is it? Battle VIP Pass and Forest Seal Stone? Switch Forest Seal Stone? I know Forest Seal Stone's coming. Electric Generator. Man, my luck has genuinely been absolutely garbage for the last few matches. Nest Ball, Forest Seal Stone. Okay, so I called half of it. Okay, I said there was going to be some kind of draw, some kind of search, and of course, when you have Nest Ball, you don't fucking need anything else. You can just grab Miraidon. Okay, so that's going to grab him another Miraidon, and huh. Color me shocked. Okay, so that's gonna... Professor's Research, maybe? Switch? Oh no, they can't get... Oh, they could. But they can't play it till next turn. Electrical Generator. How many did they hit? Come on, show me 2. Really make my day, show me 2. And then show me you have the switch. There's the 2. Manual attachment or the switch. Out into Raikou, takes out Marif, and I'm... Or takes out the Scyther, fuck it, why not? Love this game sometimes. Again, it's not because I'm bad, it's because my luck is god awful. And we've got no more Kleavor in the deck. Fuck. Okay, that's it. We're done. Again, we win the coin flip and we still get screwed over. Oh, I love this game! I can't wait to win with this deck one more time so I can sod this thing off and I can go back to playing a deck I actually like, which is Tinkaton. Okay. Seriously, I'm playing enough search and draw cards. I should be... I won't say drawing every single turn, but I should at least be finding stuff within the first few turns, you know? Fucking like this! Yeah, exactly like this. Why the fuck is this not my... could do with a Professor's Research, though. Actually could do with a Professor's Research. And one of my Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball here would be great. Okay, so this is Shen Pao. Okay. Another Mareep is fine. That's great. That's awesome. Okay, go for the Artisan. Okay, we've only got the one Bidoof. That's fantastic. We heavy ball here for. I want to grab the Manaphy as a precautionary measure. Okay, grab Scyther, do that, and end the turn. Now, the best thing is about all of the Shenpao deck, most of it, if not all of it, is weak to steel. So Scizor here shines. Now, come on, please. Good top deck here would be, you know, the absolute tit. Best case scenario for us, we're able to attack the Frigibacks and get the knockout. Another best case scenario would be... Yep. Did they go for the switch? We could actually go for the switch here. Which would also be kind of sucky. Oh, for fuck's sake, I hate it when I'm right. I really do detest it when I'm correct. I do truly mean I detest it. Because every time I'm correct, it's about the worst possible outcome. Very useful. Thanks, guys. Okay, at least it's not a boss. I see what they've done. Oh, fucking very clever. Very clever. Because they're just going to be able to take out the Scizor with Shenpao. And because our luck is so terrible, without a draw support or a Bibarel or anything, we're kind of up the creek. And to be quite fair, there's not even a guarantee I get an energy off of the top deck or any sort of draw support that would help us out. But they don't do anything. Arezu, you beautiful, 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 beautiful woman. There, I want all my fancy stuff. Okay, now I'm still not convinced on how lucky I'm going to get here. Thing is, I'm more than happy just to say, you know what? I really don't have anything. I'm willing to fake them out. And that may come back and bite me. It may come back and bite me. Sure, 100%. But if it doesn't, then that'll be fine. Ideally, they get rid of Artisan. So that we can replace it. We play the Defiance Band. We put something back with Super Rod. We put the energy down. Play the Sizzle. Whatever it is we get off the top deck, we can just burn through. And then and hopefully we can then start, you know, taking out some of the bigger threats here. Maybe one copy. Maybe a singular copy of, like, Ampharos EX. Seriously? Okay. Tell you what, then. Oh, there is no way in hell I'm playing Iono right now. Fine, if you're not going to take out my Mareep, I'm going to start chipping you away, baby. And they may be wondering, why did I put the Defiance Band on the Flaaffy? Easy. We can do a significant chunk of change to Origin Form Palkia. I think. Oh, don't tell me my opponent's client crashed or something. Apparently so. You know what? We don't look a Gift Mudsdale in the mouth here. We don't look a Gift Mudsdale in the mouth here. We take those. Okay, so very much like everything else in my life, it just takes a little bit of luck for this deck to work. The skeleton, as I said, came from Little Dark Fury, so if you want to see the inspiration behind this whole thing, go and check out his channel. Amazing content creator, but right now it is time. It's time we really close off this stream. It is time we really close off this stream. We're going back to Tinkaton. We're going back to Tinkaton here. Okay, and to really sell how climactic this fight should really be, or how the next couple should really be, we're going to listen to, again from Pokemon Masters EX, the Neo Galar Champion theme. Okay, let's get this show on the road. Come on, Tinkaton. Big hammer. Big fun. Big funny! The second we go over to Tinkaton, we come across a metal deck. Oh, shit. And of course we're going second. That means we're up against it. That actually means we're now really up against it. I would love to, but we have to work twice as hard. We do actually have to work twice as hard. That's not a joke. Because my opponent is going to be hitting the main attacker for weakness. And we don't even get to start anyway. I don't mind taking a mulligan if that means we get a battle VIP pass out of it, but knowing my luck, we probably won't. But we can always try. We can always try. How many mulligans do we take? One. Only the one. Okay. Okay, starting off not great. Truthfully, we're not starting off fantastically well. I'm just going to have to play Professor's Research here. We're losing Milotic, we're losing Tinkaton, we're losing Reversal Energy and our boss's orders. It hurts to lose all that stuff, but yeah, it's Dialga. As I said, we've got to work 3 times as hard. Because they hit us for weakness. That's going to get the Dialga. I hate it when I'm correct, chat. The thing is, that just looked like one of those pre-built decks you get when you boot up. Oh, and then there's Squawkabilly as well. So it really wouldn't have mattered if we started first. Oh, wait, they don't even do it? They don't even... Okay, chat, I'll be 100 with you. I'm very confused by that. Why would you not Squawk and Seize? Why would you not Squawk and Seize there? Okay, well, we've got plenty of Tinkaton now. If only we actually had that Tinkaton... Okay, just end the turn there. Okay. Best case scenario, no path to the peak, and we get to use Radiant Jirachi. We can get rid of the Manaphy, there's no spread attacker. So now the big question is, what if they don't take out Jirachi here, which is looking likely. We attach DTE to Oricorio. This is why I didn't play it down. Unfortunately, that does mean we have to lose a DTE. And already down a Reversal Energy, that's not very fun. But we've still got Miriam, we've still got Super Rod. Ultra Ball gets them the V-Star. Okay, here we go. Rotom V. Oof. We're not playing the Rotom. The thing is, we're going to be in enough trouble as it is. Okay, we are genuinely going to be in enough trouble as is. So we're just going to mixed call here. Search your deck for a Pokemon. And search your deck for a supporter. Well, the supporter of choice will be Professor's Research. The Pokemon Tinkaton, so we can start building up our army. Face guard, that's going to make it even more difficult. Rare candy and tool of choice for a Sealstone? Oh, full face guard. Okay. So they've obviously got the Magnezone in hand, and they're going to evolve the one on the bench, of course they are. Giga Magnet, they're going to hit 1 to 2, I bet. One, two, three. Well, I did say they were going to hit the 2. Well, I said between 2 and 3, didn't I? That's going to suck major dong. No, it is. I should have kept the Radiant Jirachi in the active spot. Well, talking of which, that's an unfortunate top back. Evolve, play, evolve, Professor's Research, heavy ball, plenty of sacrifices. That's upsetting. We're going to need a lot of cards here. And truthfully, I don't know if we're going to be able to make it. Evolve up into the Magneton. Basic. That's only the 4. But this is going to hit the 5th. This is going to hit the 5. So, question is, which Pokemon do we sacrifice? Tinkatink. We have to sacrifice that. Fuck off! Okay. Because of course they have it in hand. Because of course they do. Get rid of the Rotom. I told you, we have to work 3 times as hard. And even if we play our own Avery, all they're going to do is get rid of Squawkabilly. Gets them at least 2. It's my luck. Of course it's going to get them 2. That's a big rip. No. I really wish I could skip this. I did say, as soon as I saw it, it was just a case of we either set up quickly and take out everything, or we just lose. And I hate it when I'm correct. Goddamn, being right fucking sucks. I also find it hilarious that the second we move over to Tinkaton, the game decides to hook me up with a bloody enemy using a Steel-type deck. That's so irritating. Why didn't they print this bloody thing as a goddamn Steel-type? Okay. So let's have a look-see, shall we? Okay. Opponent has to take a mulligan. Battle VIP pass, bunch of psychic energy. Doesn't exactly tell us how... No, it's... I have a feeling what it may be. Yep. It's Guardy. Because of course it is. Because people are very talented. The only saving grace we have... Okay, the only saving grace we have is that we started off with a Battle VIP pass. And then if they overload their bench, we can just Avery the thing away. Well, a couple of things away. Okay, Professor's Research is going to be the call. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to see there. I should have done the Battle VIP pass first, honestly. Nah, just Professor's Research. Okay, gonna have to sacrifice a little bit here. We're gonna start Alchemy. We said start Alchemy. We're gonna grab... I'll see Professor's Research here. Okay, we're then going to attach to bench Tinkatink. And then we're just going to instant charge. Okay. Now that's something we can work with. And then hopefully in the next turn. Okay, hopefully within the next turn, we're able to significantly improve our board state. Okay, so they're now going to be able to free retreat out into Diancie. I can't boss's orders out any of the basics. But that's fine. I don't want to do that anyway. Okay, I can see why they've done that. Because it costs 2 to retreat this Tinkatink. But I don't care. Okay, losing a DTE sucks major dong, and not in a fun way, but fine. Okay, let's see here. So I can put back the Avery in the Professor's Research. Okay. That's exactly what we're going to do. Do you. Okay, Rare Candy up, one of the ones on the bench. Then evolve you. DTE to you. Retreat you. Now I play Path Down, then Professor's Research. Okay, another Tinkatink, great. Great ball, come on. Milotic? Okay, I mean, at least Milotic helps us out a touch. But, okay, we're still doing just enough. Come on, Great Ball, I need something big. God damn it. Okay, so at least we're doing the 100 needed. Could have really done with the gather material Tinkaton there. Really could have done with that. Okay, in the next turn we are at least going to be able to take out Cresselia. Also while being able to play 1 card. Okay, and without their Greninja, they can't do much. Okay, that kind of blows. Okay, so we're just going to attach it to the Tinkatink. Here we go, and then... sorry, Tinkatuff. We attach to Tinkatuff, do Big Hammer, 130 on the Cresselia, 1 more prize card, please. Prize number 6 gives us... While Everpath to the Peak is in play, that is not fun. Okay, so they are going to have to bring out a Volt now. Okay, so while the first Tinkaton match was not great because of weakness, and let's be honest, chat, if you have to fight weakness, it's never fucking fun. Okay, unless you're a colorless deck and playing Dunsparce. Okay? That is the one and only exception to the rule. Did my opponent quit? Hey, there we go. We're gonna now... yeah, pop you there. Bitchin'. Okay, we can now gather material. We'll get rid of the Radiant J-March. How much are we doing? 190. Plenty of damage on the board. So we'll attach here. We'll Great Ball. Grab another Tinkatuff. And we'll evolve... we will evolve the other one. And then what we'll do is we'll grab the Fog Crystal. Oh, okay. That's actually a blow. That's actually a blow of a card. That's not fun. That's actually genuinely not fun. Oops. Well, thankfully I can make up for the mistake in the next turn with Gather Material. Prize number 2! Silene, good. Okay, so with Silene we should be able to hopefully put back Power Pad and a double turbo, but that's if we hit the double heads. Otherwise, if we hit the single, we just put back the Power Pad so we can always recycle Silene. Okay. I think my opponent has gone AFK. I think my opponent went AFK. Milotic's down to my hand can't be touched. I've got 2 Tinkatuffs ready to evolve into Tinkaton. I have Tinkaton gather materials ready to go. I've got Path to the Peak in play, which stops their Radiant Greninja. They've got no Curlier, no Shining Arcana Gardevoir. They've not played a draw support, so I genuinely think they may have gone AFK at this point. But you know what that means, chat? That means we did indeed smash it with a hammer. I do love this deck. Look, don't get me wrong, fighting against Dialga is not very fun, but we don't have to deal with it for too long. Okay, we don't have to deal with it for too long. 2 years at most. And then as soon as those 2 years are gone, okay, maybe another Steel-type deck would take his place, but at the same time, at least it's not fucking Dialga with Star Chronos, because that shit is just so stupid. I don't want to see my own win animation. I wish you could at least skip your own. I don't want to see that. I don't care about my win animation. Okay, it's not Smash Brothers, okay? I don't give a shit. But okay then, that's going to be the end of the stream. That's going to be the end of the stream. And talking of Smash Brothers, chat, don't forget, tonight is our big bad Super Smash Bros. Ultimate stream, where I will personally be playing King Dedede, Dr. Mario, Banjo and Kazooie, Bowser, and maybe a couple of other characters too. I know, I play quite the spectrum of characters, don't I? But anyway, before I talk about anything else, we're going to run a quick advertisement. We're going to run a quick 1-minute advertisement. And while that advertisement is running, I'm also going to drop a link to our Discord server in the chat below. So if you want to keep up to date with goings on behind the scenes, new emotes, animations, interact with an amazing community, and see when we go live and what with, you know exactly where to find us. Okay then, chat. Time for a 1-minute advert. Okay then. According to Twitch.tv, an advertisement should be playing. For those of you who do not get advertisements, thank you so much for your continual support here at Captain Steel 379. We really do appreciate it. Well, I hope you had a fun time today. We tried out a brand new deck. With it being Kleavor. I mean, if it wasn't for my terrible luck, I'd have, enjoyed it a bit more. But then, of course, the two big ones that made me really happy were, of course, my Regi deck, and without needing to say it, the fucking Tinkaton deck. The Tinkaton deck makes me so happy. It really does. Is it competitively viable? Yeah, maybe not the most competitively viable, but it makes me happy. Which is all that matters. But no, as I said, thank you all very much for your continual support. It really does mean a whole lot to us here. Okay then, according to Twitch.tv, adverts should be done. So, chat, what is happening today and tomorrow? Well, as I said, this evening, we have got our big bad Super Smash Bros. Ultimate stream. A 4-player open lobby, provided that your connection is at least halfway decent. I mean, it is fucking Ultimate netcode, but it needs all the help it can get, let's be truthful. But yeah. As long as your connection is halfway decent, you got a chance of entering the thing. I of course play my heavyweights, which I absolutely do adore. So that's Bowser, Dedede, K. Rool. I love playing King K. Rool and Dedede. Bowser allows me to be super aggressive as well. It's been actually kind of fun. Who else? Dr. Mario. Apparently my Dr. Mario is pretty decent. So plenty more on that one. So yeah, that's going to be tonight's stream, which is our big bad Super Smash Bros. Ultimate stream, which goes on for a few hours. Tomorrow morning, we are aiming to beat, not complete, because I don't fancy doing the 120, but we're aiming to beat Mario 64. I was so close, chat. I was so close to doing backwards long jump up the endless stairs, but the All-Stars version, which is the version I've been playing, stops me from doing that. I am so pissed. So yeah, tomorrow morning is hopefully the last of Mario 64, the 3D All-Stars version. And then nothing in that evening because I'm at work. And then on Monday, it's going to be a bit more of a chilled stream. I go to my Pokemon card league, as I said, over in Retro Bowl in Kidderminster, which is about a 45 minute walk away. And then, so it's a later start stream, but when we come back, it'll be an animation stream. That's right, it'll be an art/animation stream where I will be working on the animation for the next big game, which is going to replace everything Pokemon on the Monday, because I am burnt out from Pokemon video games. Not the trading card game, love the trading card game still, but yeah, when it comes to video games, I'm kind of burnt out on Pokemon completely. So Kirby and the Forgotten Land will be replacing our Monday nights for the foreseeable future, because I aim to do 100% in Kirby and the Forgotten Land, and I mean true 100%. So arenas, true arenas, EX arenas, any challenge that Kirby and the Forgotten Land has, I will stick the Gigaton hammer between my teeth, and I will do those challenges. But also, chat, also, just as a reminder, it's a couple of months away, okay, so you don't have to feel like you remember this completely. Smash it with a hammer, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Scavenger, for the Blim Box. But yeah, but also just as a reminder, in October, we're going to be doing a marathon of all 4 Pikmin mainline games, and if you listen closely, that is my copy of Pikmin 3 Deluxe and Pikmin 4, still in their cellophane wrapper. We will be unwrapping Pikmin fresh and live. We'll be unwrapping the games fresh and live when the marathon begins. I cannot wait for Pikmin 4. I've played 1, I've played 2, I've played 3. Not the deluxe version. I played the original 3 on the Wii U. So if anything did change in deluxe, please don't spoil it for me. But it's also the same rule for Pikmin 4. Please, for God's sakes, no spoilers. I want to be able to, cheer in triumph, scream in terror without, prior knowledge. It's kind of the same way as Final Fantasy VII. Don't spoil Final Fantasy VII because on Wednesdays, usually on Wednesdays, we're playing through the OG version, but the version that's out on the Switch. So it's still the OG, but it's like all the polygons have been polished, so they could cut through cheese. But yeah, that is going to be the end of the stream. If anybody does want to copy my Tinkaton deck, God knows for whatever reason, then the card lineup is as follows. We got a Silver Tempest Feebas for no other reason than I just like the sleeping fish. We've then got one of the Rapid Strike, Milotic from Evolving Skies, a Manaphy from Astral Radiance, one Rotom. You can either go Lost Origin or Crown Zenith, but it has to have the ability Instant Charge. Sorry about that. Then we got one of these promotional Oricorio, the Fusion Strike one, as you saw with Mixed Call. Can sometimes be very, very useful, very early game. 2 70 HP Tinkatink from the Paldea Evolved set. 2 70 HP promotional Tinkatink. Then you got 2 90 HP Tinkatuff. You don't have to go for the illustration rare. I just did because, Tinkaton is my deck. We've then got 2 copies of Gather Material Tinkaton. Again, you don't have to go for max rarity. Same for Tinkaton EX, especially now with the promotional card out in the wild. We've got 3 Tinkaton EX, 1 Radiant J-Raj, 4 copies of Battle VIP Pass, 1 copy of Fog Crystal, 4 copies of Great Ball, 1 copy Hisuian Heavy Ball, 3 copies of Level Ball. It is 3, isn't it? Yes, it is. 1 copy of Palpad, 4 copies of Rare Candy, 1 copy of Super Rod, 1 copy of Switch, in case somebody decides to get fucking Larry and trap you in the active spot. We've got 1 copy of Collapse Stadium, so you can get rid of heavily damaged Tinkaton or the Rotom V if it's going to be, a liability in the future, or you've already used it, used it for its more useful qualities and its ability to use Forest Sealstone. 2 copies of Path to the Peak. 1 copy of Arven, best boy. How many copies of Arven? 2 copies of Arven. 2 copies of Boss's Orders. 1 copy of Silene. 1 copy of Friends in History, but you can genuinely replace this with any other draw 3 do additional effect card. I just use this for the artwork. 1 copy of Miriam, 3 copies of Professor's Research, 1 copy Forest Sealstone, 4 copies DTE or Double Turbo Energy, 2 copies Reversal Energy, 2 copies of Basic Psychic Energy. Scavenger, how did you come up with the name Blimbucks? That was the name of the made-up fakey currency in the games that I was developing. And then, is the stream ending? Yep, I just wanted to go over my Tinkaton deck just in case somebody wanted to copy it verbatim. Again, God knows why, I'm not the best out there. Right! Everybody, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully I get to see you tonight for the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate stream and tomorrow for Mario 64. Chat, you have yourself a wonderful day. Have an excellent weekend. And as always, and if you know the saying of the channel, please say it with me. When life gives you garbage, grab life by the throat. And you make it feel the steel. Make it feel the steel. We are back tonight with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I hope to see you then. And if not, as I said, have a wonderful weekend. And hope to see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. And again, thank you very much.